What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sota Pod YouTube channel for yet another Four Nations watch party. Finland taking on USA here today. Shout out to Waggle Golf, by the way. The miracle line was amazing. And we're so glad to have you folks along for the ride. If you're watching on Facebook or X/Twitter, get your ass over to YouTube. Join our live chat here. Vote in the poll question. Just like last night, the poll question, we'll likely have multiple poll questions run throughout the evening. The live chat was buzzing last night when Canada took on Sweden. And to be honest, guys, the game delivered. Like, it took a little bit for the players to settle into it, but once they did, like, it felt like an NHL level game. It didn't feel like they were holding back. It didn't feel like that joke of a tournament, the World Cup of hockey. No, it was good. It was fun. The pace was great. It was physical. Shea Theodore injured, so we already have an injury, so that just shows that the boys were going ham. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one shakes out tonight. Now, I know it was U20, but just a month ago, the Finns and the Americans kind of stole the show as far as, well, I know there's some nice stories in like Latvia beating Canada. I get it. But no, overall, like in the preliminary round, Finland and the United States went to overtime, Finland beating the States in overtime, and then obviously the United States winning the gold, beating Finland in overtime. So they're kind of 1-1 right now within the last couple months here. Now, I know this is the men, I know these are the pros, but there's a little something. There's a little storyline coming into this one if you just follow the international game and just international games played recently anyways. So national anthems are coming up here in a moment. Another good crowd. Obviously, last night, Canada playing and this being in Montreal, like, the crowd was absolutely insane. But a pretty good crowd here tonight. The Americans making their way to the ice right now. Yeah, let me know your predictions. What team scores first? Who do you think scores first? What are your score predictions for this one? Hockey from home, what's going on? Saying 5-2 USA is my prediction. Go USA. Jake Dimon, MN Sports fan, saying USA, and also let's go Boldy in favor especially. And yes, the Minnesota Wild players showed up yesterday for Sweden. Oh my goodness, did they ever. Philip Gustafsson playing out of his mind. Eriksson Ek getting a goal. Freaking Jonas Brodin getting a beautiful goal. Austin Matthews scoring, says Urban. What's up, Urban? Ben, oh yeah, we answered your question, Ben. Good to see you. Matthews, Eichel, Hannafin, and both Kachucks to score tonight. Wow, you think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Only 2 power plays last night, by the way. Only 2 penalties were called last night. Like, the refs let the boys play pretty physical, but, like, it wasn't a dirty game at all, which is good, because, like, the guys weren't playing dirty in a small little tournament that's kind of replacing the All-Star game. Like I said, national anthems are coming up here. Let's take a quick look at the lineup. Barkov, Rantanen, Lehkonen, Mikolan Lindell on the backside, and Jussi Saros in net. Menton Palo, Vakninen, Hintz, Aho, Line, pretty good second line there. Mata Yokiharu, Ostarinen, Lundell, and Granlund. Shout out to Granlund who made the team, and Teravainen, Haula, and Armia. Man, they just do not have the depth that the U.S. has. They just really don't. That's the thing, especially on defense. Now, Saros, if he has a good night here, definitely can make it tough for the Americans, but, like, look on the American side. Kachuk, Eichel, Kyle Connor, and on the back end, too, McAvoy, Renski, Hellebuck on the back end. Like, holy crap. Hughes, Matthews, Gensel, Fox, and Slavin. Boldy, Miller, Kachuk. What a line that is, by the way. Faber, Hannafin. Shout out to Brock Faber and Boldy representing the Wild here. And then Larkin, Trocheck, and Nelson, man. Like, yeah, dude. Even without Quinn Hughes on the back end on the defense there, even without, there's probably a couple other players you could make the argument would make, like, the Olympic team. Like, the U.S. team is still absolutely stacked. So I do predict that the United States are going to win this one. What did Hockey from Home say? 5-2. She gave me every player that was going to score in her mind as well. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking. I'm thinking 5-3. I think actually, let's say 4-2 for the United States. 6-2 for the United States. I think Finland scores 1 or 2, but I do think the Americans outscore them. I'm here in spirit. I had food poisoning all day, but I'm watching. Scott, I hope you start feeling better, man. Dude, food poisoning is the worst. Our boy Shane in the live chat has a crazy story about that recently as well. But oh man, I hope you're feeling better. Obviously, get that water in you the best you can. The best you can, man. And yeah, hope you feel better tomorrow and going into the weekend. Glad you're on the mend. Wow, hockey from home. I did not get a snowstorm last night. All right, first period coming up here, guys. First period coming up here. And if you're new to the channel, we do live play-by-play, commentary, reaction, and of course, live interaction with all the amazing folks in the live chat. Don't forget to vote in the poll question. We'll change it up as the night goes as well. It was fun actually last night. Because obviously there's like various storylines that presented themselves as the game went on. So we were able to adjust. Yo, no way. What the hell? No way. Wild Spartan just gave 10 memberships. Bro. And by the way, all the members right now, all 10 new ones as well, have early access to the Fellowship of the Rink player interviews. Oh my god, I can't believe this, dude. Thank you so much. Wild Spartan just gifted 10 freaking memberships and the game hasn't even started yet.
That shit beautiful.
Oh my goodness. Dude, thank you so much for supporting the YouTube channel here. Thanks for tuning into stream and your support of the Sota Pod. Dude, what? Thank you so much, Wild Spartan. This is Brett, by the way. Oh, what? Oh my god. Well, thank you so much, dude. You are far too kind. Wow. What's up, Gun Tone Granny? Gifted 10 memberships and Jake the MN Sports Fan and Gun Tone Granny didn't get one. Are you kidding me? Make sure you guys have memberships turned on so that you can receive memberships when people like Brett gift 10. Thank you so much, man. Enjoy the game. USA should win this one. Peace. I'm out. Hockey from home will definitely be back here soon. Man, I was just saying this. I need a haircut. It's too long. It's too long. I know it's winter, but it's too long. Wow, I can't believe that. 10 freaking memberships. Thank you so much. Wow. What is your profile picture, by the way? Hold on, let me make this full screen. Some sort of ninja. All right. U.S. National Anthem. I forget how the Finnish national anthem went. I was saying yesterday that like Sweden's kind of sounds like, and I say this with all due respect, but like it kind of sounds like just like the intro to like, I don't know, some fantasy movie, but like a happy fantasy movie. It's very like, it's got like orchestral vibes to it. All right, man, bringing Jake Oettinger and Connor Hellebuck for the United States for their goaltending is pretty damn good. By the way, Canada, like you said, Theodore, he is injured, so they're bringing up Sanheim. But I don't think they can bring him up. They were just talking about it in the broadcast. I don't think they can bring him up for their next game, but they can bring him to Boston. Did you see the news about Penticton entering the WHL next year? 7 figures paid out of the league plus Kelowna. One report said about $10 million to WHL and 1 to 2 million to Kelowna. I just saw the news before this stream, so I haven't had time to like read up about it too much. But you know what's crazy about that is Penticton is easily the best and probably most lucrative team in the BCHL, and they send so many players to D1. Like they've sent so many players to North Dakota as well. So that's actually crazy that they're making that jump to the WHL. I'm curious to see how well they do in the WHL as a WHL franchise, and I'm also interested to see who steps up now in the BCHL. Okay, Finland's national anthem sounds very much more like a national anthem. I'm telling you, listen to Sweden's again. Was it tomorrow? I'm not going to lie. I'm going to miss the V's in the BCHL. But honestly, at the end of the day, screw it. There'll be another team that steps up. But that is a hit for the league. But like you said, holy crap. 10 million to the WHL. And wow. That's crazy. I'm excited to read up on that a little bit more later. But yeah, I was like working all day and then finished up setting up the stream, got the broadcast up. But yeah, that's wild. Penticton V's, man. I guess they can still technically send kids to college, right? So why not take that step up? All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Puck drop is upon us. We'll get the live stats up on screen here as well. $34 wins right now for Connor Hellebuck. There's going to be some funny stats that come up on screen, by the way, guys. If this is like, if any of you are just tuning into the game, whether you're a Finland fan, whether you're from the States, I imagine most of you, it's because of the United States connection. But last night we covered this game, we covered this tournament on the channel, and yeah, the pace was good. The refs let him go. No, it was pretty good. It was pretty good, I have to say. Yo, what's up, Vendetta? Good to see you. Good to see you. But yeah, some funky stats came up yesterday as well. Most of them are pulling just from like NHL, right? Because this isn't an IIHF product. All right, ladies and gentlemen, puck has dropped. Let's go, let's go. Hey, thank you, Hockey From Home. How's it going, Vendetta? Thank you so much for stopping by. And here come the Americans right away, but broken up by the Finns. Finland up the left side. Cross ice. Nice pass by Finland. Oh, they're going to say that's offside. You as well. Cheers. Cheers. Can I lock in your prediction? Did I not already lock in your prediction? What was it, a 5-2? 5-2 for the Americans. By the way, shout out to Waggle Golf. They had their awesome Miracle line. We do have a promo code, by the way. They have a bunch of cool drops coming up, as they do always, all year. If you use promo code SP10, you can get 10% off your order. SP10 for 10% off your order. Just go to getyourwaggleon.com. I'll put it in the chat. Hey, is this even NHL? Barely. He's the great one, but he's not the greatest one. That is Mario Lemieux. Nice hit by the Americans. Finland still getting the possession, but taken away by the American shot. That's blocked, and Finland pushing it out into the neutral zone. And the Americans playing with a pretty quick pace to start off this one. Did y'all see the moon tonight? No, I haven't. How's it look? Now I'm curious. Now I'm curious. I might miss my opportunity. Maybe, you know, between periods, if and when I take a quick break to refill my coffee, I'll take a look. Americans win the faceoff up the right side through the neutral zone, and puck trickles right in front of UC Saros, and he's going to scoop that up, and already some pushing and shoving. Dude, let's go. We're 1 minute in, and we got some pushing and shoving in front of UC Saros right now. Wayne Gretzky is basically the white John Jones. Let's go, and it's that JT Miller line that I was talking about, already mixing things up here early. Miller being the one mixing things up here early. Boldy, Miller, Kachuk. Gotta love it, gotta love it. You need to see the moon. Oh, jeez. 18:55. On the clock here, one shot for USA. Nice hit by Kachuk, a little sandwich. But Finns get away with the puck. Finns bringing it up through the neutral zone. They lose it. And Faber Represented Minnesota again. Minnesota, they looked well, or they played well last night. Philip Gustafsson, Eriksson Ek, Jonas Brodin for Team Sweden. Oh, another big hit. This one coming by way of the Finns. 18:30 on the clock. Oh, and it was Trocheck who threw that one. All right, we're going to have a face-off. To the left of Jesse Saros. The Americans win it. Outside the circle. Nice shot. That goes left and wide. Puck trickles away. Up the right side. Finland sends it in. And they're going to change. Up on the right side. The Americans send it out. No one there to retrieve the pass. And Finns are going to reset in their own zone. So both the Tkachuk brothers are playing on this team. But yes, one of the Tkachuks plays for... Matthew Tkachuk plays for Florida. Brady Tkachuk, his younger brother, plays for Ottawa. Both incredible. Whoa, you saw that moon too? Damn, I really need a 10. Boldy? Up the right side. Nice pass for the American. Center shot. That gets through, but a nice save by Jesse Saros. Puck bounces up in the air. Finn's trying to clear. Can't. Here come the American. Shot in the slot. Oh, there's a nice little backdoor pass. But he fooled me. I even thought it was a shot. We're going to have a whistle. Nice play by Austin Matthews, the captain on this American team. My neighbor was saying it was a full moon tonight, so when I'll look when I walk my dog and it's bright. Way to know these names. Yes, they're all NHL players. This is best on best NHL. And we're already, by the way, we're going to have a... Wait, we're going to have a penalty? Sorry, I was reading chat. Yo, what's up, Creepy Colors? How are you doing? And Finland. Joel Armia taking a penalty here. Okay, so first power play of the game is going to go the way of the Americans. He's a Rangers fan, sis. Brady Tkachuk. Does he want to stay in Ottawa? He hasn't said he doesn't want to stay in Ottawa. Those USA uniforms are just perfection. They're pretty nice. I like them. I like the blue and kind of like the Rangers crest as it goes down the side, or like, yeah, I like the USA that goes, the crest that goes down the cross crest. 1 minute and 27 seconds on the clock. Puck behind the net. Finns trying to clear. They do clear out to center. These are fun games. And unable to enter the offensive zone onside is Jack Eichel. We're going to have a face-off just outside the Finnish zone. 16:41 on the clock in this first period. So Nathan McKinnon was playing on the same line as Sidney Crosby yesterday. Canada played Sweden. So this is just, it's kind of a gimmicky tournament. Instead of doing the All-Star game this year, they're doing 4 nations best on best for a week. So they do 3 games around robin. Whoever has the most points, because they have like a little point system for those games, will play in the championship game next Thursday. Finland clearing, and they do the length of the ice. Yeah, McKinnon's Canadian. He's from Cole Harbour. He's from the same small town as Sidney Crosby. Just a little bit younger. Hughes getting his pocket picked by Finland. Nice job by Finland, picking the pocket of Jack Hughes. And Finland's going to clear again. No, Connor McDavid's Canadian as well. Renski coming up center. Renski's just going to take it in himself. He drops. They send it around as the Americans were finishing their change. And is that going to be offside, or did that go out? Look, the Americans have some incredible hockey players right now. And honestly, if their Olympic team went head-to-head with Canada, you guys have the better goaltending depth. But like, the best players in the world come from Canada. We got hockey. We got hockey. He's from Quebec. Or is he not? No, sorry. He's from Nova Scotia as well. I'm thinking, I don't know what. My mind went to Quebec. I was thinking Bergeron. Bergeron is from Quebec. Marchand's from Nova Scotia. Not from Cole Harbour. Where's he from? Halifax. 1533. And that will do it on the power play. Great pressure by Finland. They were keeping that puck well deep in the neutral zone, just on the line of the U.S. zone, and 15-15 on the clock. 3 shots for the Americans so far in this game. 0 for Finland. Here come Finland up the right side. Outside the circle. Instead of shooting, was trying to send a pass cross ice. Tough angle shot. That doesn't even go near the net. Finland still with possession in the corner. They're going to send it back to the blue line. And a shot from the blue line. Blocker saved by Hellebuck. Pass in deep for Rantanen, and that's broken up. Rantanen gets it back, though. Rantanen, 2-on-1. He gets sandwiched, loses it. Reinforcements come in, though, and they're still fighting behind the net. 14:30. Finland gets away with it. Still send it back to the blue line, right side. Little bank pass, and bank pass. Man, that would have been a beautiful play if that worked. It was a bank pass behind the net, trying to find someone in front. Puck gets pushed down the length of the ice. Both these teams are going to have a change, but Finland's going to regroup and set up the break as they do on the left side. But the Americans, great job. Great check in the neutral zone. And the Americans have it. Renski up the left side. Nice cross-ice pass. Great defense again by Finland. They've been really good at picking the pocket of their opponents. And nice shot by the Americans. Does that go crossbar? Woo! Shot by the Americans. I believe that went crossbar. Shot from the blue line. That gets through. Just here when I was praising Finland for how good their stick work has been, the Americans got that puck back and had the best scoring chance of the game so far. We're going to get a whistle. Brock Nelson, Minnesota boy, looked good. I love that they got bar on the bottom with the names and numbers of who's on the ice. Yes, I like that too. It'll be okay. They'll be like I said, you can have Quebec. I want lots of shots. Oh yeah, Finland's really good, sis. Finland's really good. I mean, their U20 team, they went 1-1 against the Americans at, again, the U20s at the World Juniors. Unfortunately for Finland, their win against the Americans was in the round robin. The Americans' win was in the gold medal game. But no, Finland, for a country of only, around 5 million people, if that, like, they actually produce some amazing hockey players. Big fucking Viking. They're not all of them are necessarily the fastest guys, although there have been some absolute, like, quick, just speedy NHL players. But they play physical, they are skilled, and most of them have really good shots as well. Who's got the bigger hockey culture between Finland and Sweden, or is it even? I would say Finland, just because it has less big sports than Sweden, right? Like, Finland hockey is like, it's like a big deal. Whereas like Sweden, like if I'm not mistaken, like Sweden soccer's up there. And I just feel like they have just as much of a, I don't know, of a passion towards their other sports as hockey, despite hockey still being number one for them. So I'm going to say Finland just because it's like, it's a little bit smaller and less sports like on the map, on the world stage. I feel like they produce some excellent goalies. Yes, that too. Finland's new. Who's that one guy in the City Life chat who's like, let's not get political now, dude. Sorry, it's TV timeout, guys. TV timeout. Still 0-0. Shots 4-1 for the Americans. By the way, vote in the poll question if you haven't already. And like the video. Let's set the like goal at 20 likes. We did hit the like goal yesterday. And then we upped it to 30. We didn't hit 30 likes by the end of the stream, but we hit 30 likes this morning when I woke up. So there you go. There you go. All right, 13:32 on the clock, back from TV timeout. The Americans had a power play, were unable to capitalize. By the way, John Hines, another Minnesota representative, Minnesota Wild's head coach. It's who I am. Finland wins the faceoff, sends it up the right side in the neutral zone. That gets broken up. Puck trickles back in their own zone. Nice check by the Americans. Finland gets it back, sends it out of their zones, but U.S. retrieves it in the neutral zone. They skate back into their own zone. They set it up. Nice cross ice pass. They've been doing that well through the neutral zone. Cross ice right to the corner. American shot just outside the circle. Rebound. Good save by Saros. 13 minutes on the clock. Along the board. Shot. That's going to go wide. Finland sends it up the middle. They retrieve it. And losing it, a little bumblefuck of the puck in the American zone is Finland. And both teams are going to change. U.S., they dump it in. 12:39. Finland with it. 3-on-2. Here come the Finns. Nice job through center. Shot! Shot by Finland and they score! Joki Harju with the shot, with the goal on Connor Hellebuck. Second shot of the game for Finland. They don't need no power play. 3-on-2 on that right side shot, and Finland opens up the scoring. Didn't see that coming, ladies and gentlemen. And here they come. Look at that. 3-on-2. Driving through the middle. Right side shot. Oh, what a beautiful shot. What a beautiful shot, too, by Henry Joki Harju. Ooh. Oh, looks like it hit this. I thought that was clear over the shoulder, but that bounced off the stick of one of the defensemen. Damn. 12:29, nearly halfway through the period, and Finland opens up the scoring, ladies and gentlemen. Holy, DraftKings just did a live boost, plus 450 for Finland to score first. Do you hate it? Oh, Leo's going to take it. That's insane. Big hit, ladies and gentlemen. Big hit. And things just got serious. Playoff heli return. Hey. Well, puck got deflected there, so I mean, not as bad if it was just a shot. 15 or 11:55 on the clock, and here comes Finland again. Nice pass, left side shot. That's gonna go right and wide. 11:46. The U.S. change, and here come the Finns. They're gonna reset. Finland up through center. They don't retrieve it cleanly, but they do retrieve it up center. Working his way through, but unable to get that pass off was Granlund, I believe. And the U.S. get it behind their own zone. And here come the Americans through the neutral zone. Pass broken up by the Finns. Finns unable to keep control of it, but they send it up the boards. And Finland now right side through the neutral zone. They drop it down and around, forcing Hellebuck to make the play. I mean, look, the U.S. should win this game, okay? The U.S. should win this game. 10:52 on the clock. And the Americans are going to reset. Nice forecheck by the Finns. Finns pick the pockets of the Americans, but can't keep that puck. And here comes Jack Hughes. Hughes with speed. Hughes past the center. Shot! And that's going to go left and wide. I'm not sure if Saros got a piece of that. Hand pass called on Austin Matthews. I'm going to sell my kidney and sell it on whatever you say. I got the money from closing on my house. Nice, nice. Breaks my heart that Granny is a Dallas Star now. He was one of my favorites and made the Wild worth watching during the dark ages. I always like Granlund as well. I actually have a signed Granlund stick. I should next Finland game and or Wild, or sorry, not Wild. Next Finland game, or maybe just next game that I stream as well. I'll bring it inside and put it somewhere in the stream. I mean, his brother had one good year, Marcus Granlund with the Canucks as well. I think he had a whopping 20 points that year. Yep. No, but Mikael Granlund, I was always a fan of him as well. Dallas. Shout out to my Dallas. Bitch is a star. And I've never been more confused. Losing, it's got to be a man who plays hockey. 10-10. Like, for real. Yeah, so the Minnesota North Stars, sis, relocated to Dallas back in the day. And then they came back to... And then Minnesota got an expansion team in 2000, which is the Minnesota Wild. So, Wild fans are just like... Minnesota hockey fans tend to hate the Dallas Stars. And their, division rival as well. Dude, it feels like the future of international hockey is getting bigger and bigger. It's becoming more and more popular globally with countries that haven't had a big hockey market like Latvia. Dude, Latvia in particular. Like every year they look a little bit more competitive at the the U20 level. And you know what? They've always been kind of just hanging out there at the Olympic level and World Championship level as well, right? Same with Switzerland. Germany's gotten a lot better recently, which is cool to see. And then when NHL players weren't allowed at the Olympics, shoot, man, like the UK played some good hockey games, right? So it is awesome. I love international hockey. I wish you could fight, but it's got a different feel to it. It's got a different feel to it for sure. I guess Detroit is done with Tarasenko. I know we don't have the money, but I've always wanted to play for the Wild, and him and Cap on the same line would be sick. I love Tarasenko, but he just might be towards, I mean, father time is undefeated, right? And he's 33, but in hockey years, with the injuries that he's faced the last few years, I mean, I can't imagine he'd cost much, though. Not that the Wild have any room at all. He's still doing decent. I mean, not the goal-scoring menace that he once was, but still 22 points. Stanley Cup champion last year, though. Not a big deal. Not a big deal with the Florida Panthers. Which is crazy because he's two-time, right? Man, 2018, 2019 was so long ago when he won with the Blues. But no, I've always liked Tarasenko. He was one of those guys that in fantasy or in like be a GM or even in this crazy sim league, which I don't have time to talk about right now, but I will someday. Mark my fucking words, I will someday. I would always just nab up Tarasenko and he'd get me points. Tarasenko has one more year left on that deal. Okay, 33 isn't that old. I remember him destroying us like 11 years ago. You're right, it's not that old if you haven't been injury riddled recently. And correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but has he not? Has he not been? Maybe not like last year, but what's a rub off mean? Oh, I used to have that one on the soundboard. Still TV timeout, by the way, guys. Still TV timeout. You guys remember that soundbite, right? I think he was asking about playing with some line mate, and was like, "Is this talent like rubbing off on you? What's a rub off mean?" All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. 9 minutes and 49. Here, I got the clip for you. I'll put it in chat. That's what I'm saying. If you're on Facebook, if you're on X. Oh, what an opportunity there by the Americans. And they score! I didn't think that went in. I thought it was just hanging out on the line, but Brady Tkachuk ties this up for USA. Woo! And Boldy with the assist, baby! A Brock Faber may be a -1 tonight, but Boldy, the +1, sharp angle through the legs, and that trickles in. Okay, see, I thought the Finn stopped it at the line. That was beautiful. Pass right in front. The initial save by Saros, but trickles through his legs and over the line. He was like 22 years old, just killing us. Yeah, he was a scoring machine. And he was pretty quick as well. And there we go. Tying things up is USA. USA. And we still got, what, 10 minutes left of hockey this first period? Boldy and Renski with the assists. Shot 6-5 for the Americans. And Finland setting this up the left side. And, oh, I can't believe that was onside. I thought that was offside for the Americans, but they get this puck in. Finland fighting for it along that right wall. USA. USA. By the way, big shout out to everybody watching. Smash that like button if you haven't already. And if you're watching on X or Facebook, come over to YouTube. Big shout out to Brett again, Wild Spartan, for gifting 10 memberships, guys. Don't forget to claim them and have memberships turned on so you can accept your gifted memberships. Finland slowing things down in their own zone on the right side. No, they are. They are. Eichel breaking up this play in his own zone for the Americans. And Laine sends this in front. No one there to retrieve it. Battling for possession. Nice passing for Team USA as they send this puck back into the Finland zone. They dump. They chase. Jokiharju. Out to center. Finland. They're just going to slowly but surely get this one in. Faber with it. Things broken up by Finland. And a nice hit there by the Americans. And we're going to have a penalty. Noah Hannafin taking the penalty. That's the second penalty in this game. The Americans couldn't capitalize on their power play. Let's see if the Finns can here. A little trip on Laine, and you know what? He sprawls out Starfish a little bit, but I'll take it. That was a tripping call. You know what's cool? This is kind of like a return of that World Junior team we saw when Finland won gold, obviously a few years back now, with Aho, Laine, Jokiharju. Now I know like Puljärvi and like Olli Juolevi were also on that team, but still, we're seeing the ones that the fat was trimmed, and now we're seeing the actual all-star team now for Finland, which is cool. They were a deadly team, man. They were a deadly team. 1 minute and 40 seconds on the clock. Good job by the Americans forcing Finland to reset. Finland drops back to the defense. They pass on the right side up the wall, and the Americans able to poke that back to the neutral zone. Left side. Aho with it. Finland wants to set something up with momentum coming into the U.S. zone. U.S. are able to change. And just dumping it in is Finland at this point, as they can't get past that American blue line. And here they go. They set up. Right side. Back to the blue line. Shot! Woo! Where did that even go? Laine set up with the one-timer and cannot capitalize on it. 52 seconds. Oh, he's pissed. All right, let's check out this one-timer from Laine. Did Hellebuck get a piece of that with the glove? He might have. But anyways, opportunity there by the Finns, unable to capitalize, but they still got 52 seconds left on their power play. Finland has a squad. It's not as deep as the Americans, obviously. But they're playing well so far. Defensively, they're playing like spectacularly. 52 on the clock. And we're going to redo the face-off here. By the way, shout out to everyone who's joining us here tonight. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to smash that like button. If you're watching on Twitter/X or Facebook, come over to YouTube at the Sota Pod. Face-off won by Finland. Blue line shot. That gets through and a save by Hellebuck. A little pushing and shoving in front of the net. We're going to have another save to the right of Hellebuck, presumably. Oh, that backhand pass to the blue line from Finland was beautiful. And yeah, great save by Hellebuck. Just eating that one up. Hitting the crest. 46 seconds. Finland wins the face-off again. Back to the blue line. Shot. That one gets through. Bouncing puck. Hellebuck was on the ground. He couldn't see it, but the puck didn't even go his way on the follow-up. But Finland still has it left side. Finland up the wall. Back to the blue line. Finland shot. That doesn't get through, but Finland retrieves it. Granlund actually has it. Granlund trying to find his man at center. Granlund still has it. Sends it center. Nobody there. Shot. Looking for a tip in the slot, but that goes wide. Finland still with it. 3 seconds remain on the power play for Finland. Can they get one more shot? And they try to find someone center. Bouncing puck. And a great job by the Americans. Springing. Oh my God, on the breakaway. Springing Hannafin on the breakaway as he left the box, but he couldn't capitalize. And here come the Finns again. I didn't know half these guys were Finnish. 5:49 on the clock, and Finland brings that puck back into the American zone. I don't know if it was just luck with him coming out of the box or if he timed that, but that was awesome. That was great. That was great. Finland looked good on that power play. Got some opportunities. Still pressuring right now is Finland trying to set up their man at center. Sharp angle shot. That doesn't get through, but Finland pokes this puck back into the corner. They keep this in. The Americans get it, send it up center, and unable to retrieve that puck. Was Team USA saying this is going to be icing? Dude, fun game so far, man. I know a lot of people were kind of dogging this tournament where we didn't really have our expectations. Oh, did that hit the post? Oh my God, as we look at that finished opportunity on the power play, that's 2 posts now. That's 2 posts now. Damn, shots 8 apiece. 5 minutes on the clock here. The pacing, the skill that we're seeing, the physicality. Great game, great game. Finland, cross ice pass in the corner. Sending it around the boards. And the Americans get it back. Right side, here comes Kyle Connor. Kyle Connor looking for a pass in front, and that goes off the stick, up and out of play. Should probably change up the poll question now. What do we have at the end of here? Who scores the first goal of the game? USA 84%, Finland 15%, and Finland ended up scoring the first goal of the game. All right, all right. Here we go. Do the Americans score a power play goal? Vote in the poll question, ladies and gentlemen. See, this is why if you're on Facebook, this is why if you're on Twitter/X, you got to come over to YouTube. You got to vote in the poll question, man. You got to chime in on this poll question. It's riveting, I know. We're trying to get to 20 likes on the video as well, on the stream as well. So smash that like button if you haven't already. Hey, there we go. Nelson 33 going on 50, right? He's in his Ovechkin arc right now, where like you turn 33 or 34 and you automatically look 50. Luckily, I mean, I might hit that phase myself. I'm a couple years out, but I'm getting close. I'm getting close. Fun first period, guys. Fun first period. We will take a quick break during, in between periods during the intermission. Just like a 2-3 minute break. I'm going to refill my coffee. But I want to hear from you guys. You guys are going to drive the bus in the intermission. I want to hear your thoughts on this first period. Anything in the world of hockey, just like Brett brought up. Penticton V's going to the WHL. That shit's crazy, man, especially from a BC kid myself who grew up watching both leagues. Friday night was BCHL. Growing up in Prince George, British Columbia, Friday night was BCHL, okay? And same in Victoria. Friday night was Victoria Grizzlies. Saturday in Victoria was Victoria Royals. Saturday in PG was Prince George Cougars, right? And it's crazy growing up watching Penticton kick everybody's ass every year in the BCHL. Not every year, but they're a good team. And now they're going to be in the dub, man. So anyways, if you have any things you want to talk about in the world of hockey, this tournament in particular, hit me up in the live chat, and we'll hang out and chat between the periods. We'll also break down the period as well. I'll provide my thoughts on what I've been seeing from both these teams, and we'll tee up the second and third as well. All right, back from TV timeout. Oh man, JT, man, it's so sad seeing him not in a Canucks jersey anymore. So sad, so sad. Oh, camera goes back to him. What a specimen, what a specimen. 4 minutes and 43 seconds on the clock. Tee up D's. 4:42. And the Americans have it in their own zone. Sebastian Aho was able to push that puck forward. Not a clean zone entry in Finland. They send it up the right side. They're going to carry that in. A couple tumbling bodies here behind the net. Finland has it. They send it back to the blue line. Shot! Nice save by Hellebuck. And a nice little battle at center. Finland with the puck again here. Finland, backhand, sending it back behind the net. The Americans get it back. Left side, and they're going to send that into the neutral zone. Finland going to reset. I want to see Finland win. How's your week going, Ben? 3:48. And puck intercepted by the Americans on the left side. Shot! That doesn't get through. I'm more of a pass to center than anything. Still didn't get through. Finland with it. Left wall. They poke it up. Neutral zone. The Americans send it back. Finland finishing their change. USA within the neutral zone. Austin Matthews weaving through players. Austin Matthews drops it back. Shot! Nice glove save by Saros. That puck trickles out of the glove anyways, or he left it for one of his defenders. That happened so fast I couldn't even track it, but USA still has it. Left side pass. Unable to take it cleanly. Sending it around, and that can't be stopped at the blue line. Americans are going to get a change. Not bad waiting for Friday fights to start my week. Let's go. I got to work tomorrow morning. If I can find an Eris stream, I might cover the main card of Eris at around noon my time. But yeah, I got to work in the morning tomorrow. So no Friday fights for me tomorrow, but some sick fights on that card tomorrow. 2 minutes and 41 seconds. USA, great pressure here in the final minutes of this round so far. And Matthews and friggin' Jack Hughes, man. What a pairing. Or what a line. And Saros wasn't able to keep that puck in his glove there. Shots 11-7 for the Americans. Face off to the right of Saros. Oh, sorry, to the left of Saros. And we're going to have another one. Another one. Yeah, what a terrible season for Saros. Two minutes and 33 seconds. Battling for possession in the neutral zone on the right side. Are both these teams the Americans get, and they poke it up the wall. Finland just bullying his man there. Nice check. Able to get that puck back. Finland sends it in deep. The Americans get it back. Sent into the neutral zone. Picked apart by Finland. Finland has it left side. Into the corner. Still battling. Waiting for some reinforcements. And getting in Finland's shot. That's going to go right and wide. So, with one man deep, they're fighting Werenski for possession. Kept in by Finland. They send it into the corner. And the Americans get this back. Werenski, nice job helping send that puck up the right side to facilitate that entry. But a nice hit by Finland, causing the puck to trickle out of their zone. And the United States are going to turn back and get back on side, but they lose it, and here comes Finland. They're going to send this in. Nice hit by the Americans, by Tkachuk. Nice forecheck, battling for it in the corner. This puck bounces out, and the Americans are going to get it, but then Finland with a nice hit in the neutral zone, and just puck bouncing back and forth as far as possession goes. Guys, this is a very physical game. And this one's going to go up into the netting. 1 minute and 12 seconds. Yeah, good pressure here late by the Americans, by the way. Yeah, Eichel throwing the body around. Both Kachucks throwing the body around. Yeah, I think already this game is more physical than the Canada-Sweden game. Just as far as, like, I mean, maybe it won't end like it, but comparing first period, or first periods anyways, this one to yesterday's, definitely more physical. All right, Rupe Hintz now having to take the face-off. Hintz actually wins the face-off. Puck up the left side into the neutral zone. The Americans have it, though. They send it in. Finland fighting for it. Puck sent up the boards. Finland with it. Way better first period. Yeah, for sure. Oh, USA with some weaving moves and trying to get behind Saros and can't do it. Nice save by Saros, but the Americans have it. They were able to get possession back right before Finland exited their zone. USA send it back deep. Finland changing. They dump it. Right corner. Finland retrieves it. Sends it back to the blue line. Shot. Puck doesn't get through. And the Americans have it on the right side. PMB, Granlund, Marty Havlat, all in their prime, playing as a line for Minnesota. How fun would that be? That would be amazing. 14 seconds left in this period. We're going to have that in the Finnish zone, I believe. Oh, it was the stick. Okay, so good job by... Like, I was saying I've been saying this all period. Like, great stick work by the Finns thus far. And we see that there again. I thought that Matthews tried to bank that off the back pad of Saros. But no, it was a stick from one of the Finnish defensemen who caused that puck to bounce up. Dude, Marty Havlat was so sick. Final 15 seconds, guys. Final 15 seconds. We got a tie game. We got a tie game. And the Americans win the draw. Let's see if they can get one more opportunity here. Shot from the point. That doesn't get through. Still at the blue line. Rinsky looking for someone. Blocked by Finland. And Finland's just going to send this the length of the ice. And that's going to do it for the first period. 1 goal apiece. 1 power play apiece. And a lot of hits, guys. A lot of hits. Let's take a look at the box score for this one. Henry Jokiharju opens up the scoring in this game. Assisted by Granlund and Mata. Brady Tkachuk and the Americans answer. Assisted by Boldy and Rinsky. 12 shots on net for the Americans. 7 for Finland. The Americans are leading the face-off. 56%. Both teams are 0 for 1 on their power play. 13 hits for the American. Only 6 for Finland. And I wish there was just a stat for like how many poke checks were successful. Because I do feel like Finland has looked really good in that regard as well. We'll talk about some things that I liked, some things that you guys liked, your predictions for the rest of the game and the rest of this tournament on the other side. Let's talk some hockey. I know things have slowed down. I know things have slowed down as this tournament is kind of taken over the week that is the National Hockey League. But there's still some news. Hit me up with some comments in the live chat. Or, and you know, it can be mixed martial arts as well. I see Hoptics is already on it. All right, I'll get to these two on the other side because we need some content to get us through this this period. And as we continue to do streams throughout this tournament and bring back some more wild streams for this last I guess third of the season. We'll definitely bring back guests, Seth Topol, Brett Marshall, and some other guests in the Wild podcast and media universe to join us for these intermission shows. But I'm going to refill my coffee. You guys refill your snack bowl, refill your drink, spark up another one, whatever you're doing, or just grab some more water. Stay hydrated, guys. Stay hydrated. Top this off. And we'll be right back to take your comments, talk about that first period, and more on the other side. Big shout out to our friends at 9 Mile Brewing. Let's have a quick word from them. Don't go anywhere. More Four Nations face-off coverage, more USA versus Finland play-by-play and commentary here on the other side. Thank you guys so much for joining. Smash that like button, subscribe, vote in the poll question, and we'll be right back after this quick break.
People like, you're making a hef now? It's like last year, I'm like, yeah, that one's called the 11th hour. It's kind of just a cheeky play on that. We kind of release it later than most people towards the end of the summer. I wanted to kind of be in there in that cusp between summer and fall. And now with summers lasting longer and longer these days, I mean, we're in September and it's 80s, it's still a viable option.
Central Division team that I love to love, the Nashville Predators, of course.
We are back live here on the Sota Pod YouTube channel for more Four Nation face-off coverage. Finland versus USA. I want to give a big shout out to our friends at Waggle Golf, by the way. Their Miracle series was awesome. I'm pretty sure there might be some left still in stock. You got to check their website, getyourwaggleon.com. I'll throw it in the chat here. And stock up on some amazing hats, golf tees, hoodies. Prepare for spring with some deals on some shorts maybe coming up as well. Look, I'm not even a golfer, and I love rocking the hats. I have a huge collection of them now because they are awesome designs. And even their golf tees. I mean, I wear them for my, semi-casual business meetings. Throwing a blazer over it, and you still got the collar, and you look like the flyest casual business looking motherfucker with those tees as well. And if you are a golfer, well, there's a lot there. Use promo code SP10 for 10% off your order. I getyourwaggleon.com. Shout out to them for supporting the Sota Pod and keeping us look looking fly as hell. Get your comments in the live chat, guys. Get your comments in the live chat. We'll go over the stats from this first period again here momentarily. Look at that. Teemu Selanne, man. Teemu Selanne was in the opening ceremony yesterday in Sweden's game versus Canada. Oh, and he's on the broadcast right now on the Sportsnet feed. I mean, honestly, he probably could have still played like overseas in maybe like a lesser league or like a Division 2 in league or something like that. But, you know, he wanted to retire on his own terms. Or Randy Carlisle's terms, I guess. But Yager's still playing, man. And I feel like Yager would have aged like fine wine as well if he like stopped playing in his like late 30s, early 40s. But guy's 52 and he's still playing for the team that he owns and manages in Kladno. All right, let's get to your comments here. Would you agree that Finland is probably the most physical team out of the four? Canada was pretty damn physical yesterday against the Swedes. So I'll have to say, and honestly, and the Americans are pretty physical right now as well. They're always physical and they got some big bodies, but I would say so far the Americans and Canadians, and again, this is purely eye test, seem more physical in this tournament. Thoughts on Topuria versus Islam? I have no interest whatsoever in seeing Topuria move up to lightweight. I hate seeing these guys who don't clear out their divisions moving up and down willy-nilly, especially when, like, you know, legends like Anderson Silva weren't allowed to fight for the 205 belt after clearing their division. They had to fight freaking Forrest Griffins, for fuck's sakes. So, and no disrespect to Forrest Griffin, but like, look how that played out. So no, unless Topuria, or when Topuria cleans out the division, 4 or 5 fights, 4 or 5 title defenses, then he can move up. I have no interest in that fight until at least 4, maybe 5 is pushing, but at least 4 title defenses. Like the only one who's deserving to move up right now is Pantoja. Literally because there's no one there and he's defended, what, 3-4 times now? Wait. Disregarding weight classes and belts and all that kind of stuff, what are some fights you need to see before you die? Phil DeFree against Francis Ngannou, 100%. God. I would have loved to see Kyoji against DJ. But DJ retired. That rematch. What's another really good one? I think low-key Charles Oliveira against Fiziev would be unbelievable. Jones versus Tom. Yeah, but we're never going to see that one, unfortunately. The Ducks were filthy with the Selanne days. Dude, Selanne. Oh my goodness, his celebration when he was a rookie with the Jets, and yeah, I loved the Mighty Ducks because of Selanne. It was unbelievable. I know. What are some other ones? I know I'm missing some. I'd love to see Luterbach in the UFC. I don't really care who he fights. But he's admittedly just on the roids, so like he's not. And he's supposed to be in a UFC card, but weird. Pissed hot. I'm like going through all the divisions in my head right now. I mean, those ones I named off the top of my head. Definitely like Jones versus Tom, though. We got to see that. For those who missed the first period, quick recap again. 13 shots on net for the United States, 7 for Finland. Get your comments in the live chat, guys, and don't forget to vote in the poll question. The United States are winning the face-off dot as well, 56%. They are the more physical team so far. 13 hits to Finland's 6. But that's not to say that Finland hasn't been physical out there. They've been doing a good job. They haven't necessarily been throwing like the biggest hits like the Americans, but they have been doing a good job of separating their checks from the puck. Finland's been employing some incredible like poke check and stick work out there as well. Connor versus Sobradi. Yes, I shouldn't even laugh. Oh! Rampage versus Titties, of course. Rampage versus Dale Schoonover. I need to see that. What about past fighters in their prime? Any matchup? Two people. Fedor. No, I think Fedor versus Fedor versus Randy Couture. That was the fight that we never got. Anderson Silva versus Jones. Anderson Silva versus GSP. The GSP and Johnny Hendricks rematch. Oh, man, I'm just there's so many. There's so many great ones that we saw. Carlos Condit against anybody. Charlie Zelenov versus Deontay Wilder. Bro, Hoptics, my friend made a funny video, actually. Here, I'm going to send it to you. So, he had an interview lined up with Charlie Zelenov, and Zelenov obviously, like, blew him off. But that wasn't without him having a crazy conversation with Zelenov. And the video actually, like, blew up. It went viral on YouTube. It had, like, 128,000 views. It's crazy. Just you know, when you got 15 minutes, watch this video. I think O'Malley versus Sandhagen is going to be fire if it's really happening. Oh, Zabit versus Sandhagen. Zabit versus I can't believe I forgot about Zabit. Zabit versus Yair Rodriguez. That fight was supposed to happen. But Zabit's younger brother's was in Bellator. Bellator's gone, so we shall see. Hopefully the PFL doesn't sign him and the UFC can nab him up because he fights exactly like Zabit. I wonder how he's doing nowadays. He was so mentally ill, but in a very entertaining way. Watch that video and your questions will be answered. That's all I'm going to say. Shout out to my friend No Chill MMA. Again, big shout out to everybody watching here. We got the second period coming up pretty soon here. I think this might be the last commercial break before we get to it. For those who are new to this channel, by the way, this is our channel from our little podcast network, the Sota Pod Network, where we have shows that drop on your podcast feed. If you want to listen to any of the shows via audio and not video, if you've found us via YouTube and you want to listen to all the podcasts but you don't have time to just fire up the videos as you drive, or you don't have YouTube Premium, etc., you can find us on every single podcast app at the Sota Pod. We have shows that drop every single day of every single weekday. Monday, MNCAA Big Ten. Tuesday, Judd's Buds. Wednesday, Fellowship of the Rink. Thursdays, MNCAA and NCHC. Friday, Wildly Informed. Obviously, the Wildly Informed stream is every Wednesday. Judd's Bud stream every Monday. And then we post full podcast episodes of MNCAA as well as Wildly Informed. Clips of every podcast as well as these watch parties as well. So there's a little something for everybody here on the channel. We also have a ton of beer content as well. Beer reviews, food samplings. We have some coming, some new ones coming as well. We're bringing back the Tourney Flow. That is right. The beer that we brewed with Lupulin Brewing, not last year, but the year before, is coming back. We actually brewed that beer with them last week, and we have a full vlog coming out once it's done in a couple weeks with Lupulin again. So there's something for everyone here on the YouTube channel. So thank you guys for supporting us here. But if you want to listen to the podcast, check it out wherever you get your podcast from. Umpstein, how great will USA team be when Canada becomes the 51st state? Like I said, you guys can have Quebec. Jones versus Velasquez would have been cool too. Yes. Oh man, Velasquez, he was just one of those guys who was riddled with injuries. We really didn't see enough of Zabit. His style was almost too much for 3 rounds. Well, he had a lot of health issues as well that weren't just physical injury. I think he had some it was some blood or breathing issue. I think he'd look really bad in 5 rounds. He had a lot of heart, though. So it would be interesting to see how his game developed. But I'm excited to see how his brother does. All right. Second period is about to begin. So Kasen Magomed Sharipov is his brother's name. All right. Second period, ladies and gentlemen. Puck has dropped. Thank you guys so much for joining. Appreciate you all. Smash that like button, subscribe. If you're watching on Twitter/X or Facebook, come over to YouTube. Join our live chat here. Vote in the poll question. Do the Americans score a power play goal in this game? 82% say yes. 18% say no. All right, 1955. The Americans win the faceoff in the Finland zone, but puck trickles around the boards. And another shot from outside the circles. The Americans are able to keep that in. 1936, Finland whacking at it, trying to get outside of their zone. The Americans still have it. Shot, or not shot, pass, looking for the back door. Doesn't retrieve it cleanly anyways to get that shot up, but sends it back to the blue line, and they send it back in deep. Puck trickles forward, and Finland gets it. Left side. They send it in. But the Americans get that back. Nice cross-ice pass, but Finland, again, good job picking the pockets of the Americans here tonight, and they get it back. Calming things down. Oli Mata. I never thought I'd say that. Calming things down and Oli Mata in the same sentence, but he calms things down and sends that puck cross-ice. And Finland was able to get the puck into the American zone. But good job checking by the Americans. They get that back. Faber tries to set things up. Battling in the neutral zone, back and forth. The Americans now have it, and they send it around the boards. Zabit Yair, man. 1836. Keeping the puck in. Oh, just for a moment there were the Americans, but with speed, here come the Finns. Aho with speed came into the American zone. Finland trying to hold it in. They send it around the boards. Both these teams have looked incredible defensively. Each of them, they're tight checking. Man-to-man has been awesome. 1812. Battle in the neutral zone again. Americans have it. They send it back to their defense. Faber try to send it off the boards, but Finland gets it right side. Shot. That goes wide. Or maybe off a player, and it does. Puck bouncing. Finland trying to keep that in the zone. They're battling in the corner. Oh, and a backhand opportunity. Doesn't even hit the net. That goes cross crease, and Finland still has it at the blue line. Finland sends it around the boards. And Finland's still at the blue line. Tried to keep it in, but here comes the Americans. Partial break. Boldy. Checked and cut off by Finland. 17:24 on the clock in the second period. Nice check by Finland. The Americans send that pass a little too far, unable to retrieve it. JT Miller gets it on the left side, but there's a check by Finland again. Huge hit by Brady Tkachuk. Oh my God. Like, no joke. He's the bowling ball, and the friggin' Finnish players are the bowling pins. He's throwing the body around left, right, and center, but there's an opportunity by Finland. They shoot, and that goes right and wide. That was almost some double Dion Phaneuf action right there, Brady Tkachuk. My goodness. Here come the Americans. And that's offside. Sheesh. Shots 13-7 for the Americans. Again, loving the pacing of this game. It's incredibly back and forth. Neither of these teams have really had a lot of opportunities just to set up 5-on-5. Like, the Americans in the final, like 2-3 minutes of the first period, and Finland, Yeah, they had a moment or two early in the first period, but overall, very much back and forth. Like I said, tight checking game. Shot there by Orensky. He put it in front. Nice save by Saros. Finland with it, but they couldn't get it through the neutral zone, and Saros forced to play the puck up the left side. Nice checking by the United States. Is they're pressuring Finland right now. Finland up the right wall. No icing. Is that they're going to say that hit the stick off Finnish player on the right side. And another hand pass. That's the second hand pass here that we've seen tonight so far. All right, 16:03. Yeah, the broadcast here on Sportsnet, they just said this style for Finland is just making you work for every inch of space. And that is such a great way to describe this Finnish team, guys. Finland wins the faceoff. They dump this one in. Hellebuck forced to play it, and Finland retrieves it back to the blue line. They send it around. Oh, and a shot from the slot. And a nice save by Hellebuck off Patrick Laine. Nice forecheck by the Americans. Finland does get it back. They send it up into the neutral zone. The Americans retrieve it. Right side. The Americans send it around the boards. Nice job by USA. They tried to play that to the... from center, or to center. And Finland doing a good job of getting their stick down and blocking that pass. Finland couldn't hold on to it in the neutral zone, so the Americans have it. Defense slowing things down, looking for their breakout. 15:04. We are 5 minutes in to this second period. Nice passing through the neutral zone for the Americans. Oh, big hit by USA again. Dude, like we said, the Americans are playing physical as hell. Wow. Fighting in the corner right now. And puck trickles through the neutral zone down into the American zone, but Hannafin's there first. Big hit by Finland on Hannafin. I don't know who hit him, but that was a big hit. My goodness. Battling in the neutral zone. Erik Haula, he sends it in. Teravainen now battling forward in the corner. Great work by Hannafin. Finland able to keep it at the blue line. Shot that bounces forward. Some traffic in front. Doesn't even reach Hellebuck. 14:08. Finland still has it. Tried to wrap around shot, but that doesn't get through. And this bouncing puck's going to go the length of the ice. And the Americans are going to change up. And here comes Finland again. Not a clean zone entry. Great work by the Americans. And here comes Team USA. Shot from outside the circle, and that doesn't get through. That's going to go right and wide. Americans can't set up, and here comes Finland again, but battling in the neutral zone. Or both these teams, like I said, tightly checking. Even just small hits. Even in the corner here. 2-on-2 digging for it. Finland comes up with it. Back to the blue line. They can't hold it in. 13:22. Battling their way into the American zone again. Here's Finland. They get away with it. Or come away with it in the corner. Still up on the boards. And that puck trickles into the neutral zone. But Finland with it on their stick. Finland left side. They might just dump it in here. As they complete their change. No. Nice job skating it in. Oh. Tried to take it into the corner to set something up. But he got knocked off the puck. And Gensel in deep. Oh, and a big hit by Finland. And we're going to have a penalty. And there we go. The Americans are going on the power play for the second time in this game. What are they going to call that? Boarding? Wes McCauley. There it is. Boarding And the Americans are going to go back on the power play. Yep, I mean, you'll take it. You'll take it. This Rainer DeRitter looking ass motherfucker, you'll take it. You'll take it. All right, TV timeout, of course, before the power play. Again, big shout out to everybody joining. Appreciate you guys. 10 shots for Finland, 13 for the Americans. Both these teams are 0 for 1 on the power play. They each got one in the first period. I would say that Finland looked more dangerous on theirs. The Americans got a few shots early off, then Finland was, well, doing a better job of just, again, tight checking game here. Getting that puck back, sending it the length of the ice. So we'll see if the Americans will make some adjustments for Finland's PK here this time around. Vote in the poll question, guys. The Americans score a power play goal. Now is the time. Vote, vote, vote. What do you think? What do you think? 75% of you say yes. 25% of you say no. Will it be this one? Will it be this power play in particular? Let me know. Let me know. If you're watching on Facebook, if you are watching on Twitter next, come over to YouTube, join our live chat here so you can vote in the poll question, so you can subscribe, so you can hang out with us here in the live chat. Are you guys watching on ESPN, by the way? I was able to find a Sportsnet feed. And they've been doing some pretty damn good coverage of this event. Z tweeting Wes McCulley, a man of the people. Spoke Z, that is. By the way, for the fellow MMA fans in the chat as well, did you see that the GFL just announced that Yoel Romero is going to fight Shogun? And Weidman's going to fight Rockhold? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here, boys? What are we doing here? All right, back from the TV timeout. Yo, by the way, shout out to everyone who has been following me on Twitter. I just hit 2,000 followers on Twitter. Wow. Cool. Thank you, guys. I didn't even notice until now. Very cool. Thank you, guys. All right, all right, all right. This is the longest TV timeout, I think, of the tournament so far. All right, power play for the United States. They're second. Adam Fox, quarterback in this power play, sends it right side back to Fox. Shot! That doesn't get through, and Finland sends this the length of the ice. 1 minute and 38 seconds. Americans drop this one back. They're going to reset their breakout. USA. Right side. Into the zone. In deep, back to the top of the circle, sends that back in deep. And some aggressive defense here by Finland. Finland, though, can't attack on the blue line. Oh, they get it, they get it. Can he get the breakaway? No, can't get the breakaway here. A one-hand backhand opportunity for the one Finland skater who brought that puck the length of the ice. Back into the Finland zone here are the Americans. Blue line, left side at the circle. Aggressive power play here too by the Americans. They just have one guy back and everyone else hanging up front. Rover as well. Top of the circle. Pass back to top of the circle. Looking for that spot on that left side. Apparently that nicked the post. Damn. Right side back to the blue line. Nice passing play here by the Americans on their power play. Backdoor again. Backhand. How did he say that? Backhand at the back door. Pass right out front, and UC Saros was able to make that save. Wow. What an incredible PK here by Finland. Blocking shots. Nice checks. Good clears and good goaltending, man. What more do the Americans have to do other than just, I guess, spam shots here? But they're setting up some beautiful passing plays. 14 seconds remaining on the power play for the Americans. Face off to the left of Saros, and Finland's going to win the face off. They're going to send this down the length of the ice. Damn, man. They had some opportunities here, did the Americans, but that PK from Finland is not to be fucks with. 10 minutes and 38 seconds on the clock here. We're nearly halfway through this period. Still tied 1-1. McAvoy dumps it in for the Americans. Looking for a pass right out front, and that goes right and wide. Battling in the corner. Puck peeks out, and the Americans get it. Blue line shot! And blocked by Finland. Big hits up the right side. Oh, and do we got a fight? We don't necessarily have a fight, but there was a little brouhaha with those hits, and play goes on. I was going to say we don't have a fight, or else the whistle would have been blown, but we had like two big hits. Freaking sandwich of players at the benches, and play just continued. So huge hit Kachuk, and then some pushing and shoving. Faber fell onto, look like Gensel there. All right, well, I think this period answered the question of who the most physical team is in this tournament. It is the US of A. No fight, no fight. Like, Brady Tkachuk is such a menace. I fucking love it, by the way. He is such a menace out there. And he's a menace, but he's not dirty. That's the thing. I'm sure he has his moments, but, like, he's not dirty. Well, the U.S. goes 0 for 2 on the power play. Not without some good opportunities. I would say that there were 2 legit opportunities for them there. But Finland's PK, aggressive PK. Aggressive penalty kill. By the way, shout out to Ben for still hanging out with us here. By the way, Team Australia's hockey jersey. Now, I don't know if it still is this, but it was straight up a kangaroo silhouette on I believe a creamer white jersey. Because there was a player drafted from Australia to the Washington Capitals. I don't think he ever did anything in the National Hockey League. But his picture on Elite Prospects at the time was straight up like kangaroo ass national team looking friggin' jersey. It was awesome. There is a small league there, yeah. And I think you guys are in Division 3, so I don't know if you play the Asian countries, but it's like that level. You're playing like Macau and Thailand and shit like that. I know there is or I don't know if it's still active, but pre-pandemic there was a league. There was an Aussie league. All right, back from TV timeout. .954 on the clock. Line and Brady Tkachuk yapping right now. Doesn't even show up on betting sites. Damn. Winning the faceoff was Finland. Cross ice pass, unable to hold it. And the Americans, they shoot this one back into the neutral zone. And here come the Americans with speed. Right side. Shot. Nice save by Saros. This puck goes up. Batting it away. Well, unable to bat it away. Instead, he's just going to corral it. Here's Finland. And they're coming up into the American zone. Cross. Pass broken up. And here come the Americans. Dropping back. Faber. Looking for Matthew Tkachuk in the slot, and he's unable to finish. And here come the Finns again. Aho puts on the brakes. Nice backhand pass, but unable to finish on that left side. Back and forth. Whew. Quick pace after that whistle. And then we're going to have another whistle here, as that is offside into the American zone. So that hit the right shoulder of Saros, that shot by Jack Eichel. Man. Shots 15-11 for the Americans. USA wins the faceoff. Neutral zone. They're going to send this one in deep. Ah, they tried anyways, but Finland was holding their own at the blue line. Finland with it. Great job by Finland getting that puck back. They send up the right corner. And they're going to chase this one. Hellebuck forced to play it. Puck still in the corner. Battling for it. Finland with it. Tried to find someone in front of the net. Doesn't get a shot off. USA gets it back. USA trying to get it out of their zone. Checked at the blue line was USA. They still have it. Shot! And that goes right and wide. USA in Finland zone. They send it back out to center. Finland was close there. 18-18. And Finland's forwards are going to get a change. Finland looking way better in this game than I thought they would, guys. Finland, partial breakaway shot, and nice save by Hellebuck. That puck's still in play. That goes up in the air and actually trickles down into the neutral zone, and Finland's still with it. Up the right side. Finland in the American zone. They're trying to hold on to it. And they do still have it. Left side of the blue line. Shaw trying to trickle through traffic. It cannot. What a miss. Kyle Connor. Puck knocked off his stick. And here come the Americans. Oh, big check at the blue line. Puck trickles into the Finland zone. Americans keep it. They can't get a shot off. Towards the net anyways. And here comes Finland 2-on-1. They slow things down. Can't get the pass off. Nice job by the Americans breaking that off. And here comes Matt Boldy. Matt Boldy broken off the puck. Great job by Finland. Finland. Great passing here by the Finns. As they beautifully tic-tac-toe out of their zone through the neutral zone into the American zone. But they cannot keep this puck in the American zone. And here comes Team USA. In the corner. Battling for it. Brock Faber able to keep this one in, but only for a moment as this is picked away by Finland. And Finland's going to change. They send this into the American zone. Brock Faber slowing things down as both teams change. Faber sends it to his defense partner. They ring it up through the neutral zone into the Finland zone, which is corralled by the Finland defenseman. And he's going to send it in deep. Hellebuck plays it up the left side. Finland there, though, and Finland has it. Finland leaving it. Granlund for the Finns. He's holding on to it in the corner. Sends it around the boards. Back to Granlund. Granlund tried to find someone in the slot. Poking at it. Nice save by Hellebuck covering that one up in the crease. Nice save by Hellebuck. 6 minutes on the clock. Bro, that Charlie Z shit is so crazy and weird that it's almost like he's playing a character like Sacha Baron Cohen, but it's not. Truly one of the most interesting type of mental illness. Thanks for watching the video, by the way. And yeah, my friend No Chill, like, he had no idea that video was going to turn out that way. He thought it was just going to be an interview. U.S. shoulder checking everyone like some motherfuckers. I know, dude. How many hits, official hits now for the Americans? 23 hits for the Americans right now. But yeah, it's cool that video blew up and continues to get views for him. 6 minutes on the clock. And that's going to be offside at the Finnish blue line. Man, what a fun game and what a fun start to this tournament. Fun game and fun start to this tournament. All right, back to TV time. I am mad. I'll probably have like at least two more. A big shout out to everybody watching us on Twitter/X, Facebook, and of course, you guys, you beauties on YouTube. If you are watching on Facebook, Twitter, X, come over to YouTube, join our live chat here. Vote in the poll question. Do the Americans score on the power play? 71% of you say yes. There's 0 and 2 on the power play right now. 29% of you say no. Smash that like button if you haven't already, guys. We're trying to get to 20 likes on the video, guys. We got to 20 likes on the video halfway through the third period in yesterday's stream. I know we can hit it here today. All right, final minutes of the second period, and we still have a tied game here. 2 goals were scored in the first. But this game's still up for grabs, man. And the Finns are honestly playing very, very well. They're playing the best that they played in this game so far right now. And they're sneaking back in shots too. 13 for Finland, 15 for the Americans. Creeping back in face-off stats as well. 52% for the Americans. I mean, there was a stretch there the last 5 minutes where I feel like Finland was winning every single face-off as well, guys. But again, comparing the depth that both of these two teams have on their roster, I really thought the Americans were just going to score a lot more. Finland looking damn good. Way better than I expected, like I said. And they got speed in the lineup as well, but just their defense. And again, I'm not saying that they've necessarily been better than the Americans. The Americans have been really good defensively as well, but just like their sticks, again, their stick work in this game, the Finns, and they continue to do it. It wasn't like just like a coincidental chunk where a few of their players were doing it over like a 2-3 minute stretch. Like, no, it's been throughout this entire game. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue this second period. USA versus Finland. Second game of the Four Nations face-off. 5 minutes and 55 seconds, to be exact, is remaining on the clock in the second period. And Finland wins the face-off. Can't find their man who was sprung at center. And this puck goes back into the American zone, but an aggressive forecheck here by the Finns. And this puck goes the length of the ice into the Finland zone, and it's going to be icing for the Americans. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Ring that bell for notifications so you never miss an upload, so you never miss a live stream. Speaking of, I might stream in the morning or like early afternoon on Saturday, but Saturday's my fight day on City Life, guys, so I will. It just fucking sucks that Canada versus US is in the evening, but like I'll be doing UFC in the evening instead. Definitely will be keeping tabs on that game. But we might be able to find a last-minute replacement for somebody to cover. Oh! Pocket picked by Finland! Pocket picked by Finland! Damn, son! That was bad. Unable to get a shot off, though. But we might get someone to cover. We'll see. Whew! Didn't get a shot on net, but that was highway robbery if I've ever seen it. Americans try to bully their way into the Finland zone, but just can't. Finland holding the line. Finland trying to spring their man at center, but unable to do so. Finland's going to change. Here come the Americans. A right side. Brady Tkachuk. Nice carve to the slot and shot, and an even better save by UC Saros. I mean, Tkachuk's fast, too, for how big and, like, mean he plays. Rantanen, what a highway robbery, man. What a highway robbery pick. Unable to get the shot off, though. Dude, Brady Tkachuk carving. Woo! Man, so tonight, Saros, he's had a hard time with his glove. He's had, what, 2 or 3 rebounds on the glove side now? 4 minutes and 51 seconds, and Finland wins the face-off. They send this one down the length of the ice, and that's going to be icing on Finland. Puck's going to come all the way back into their zone. Hey, there's Keith Tkachuk in the audience. And winning the draw is a Jack Eichel shot from the blue line. Does that get through? Poking at it in front of the net here. And UC Saros finds it and covers it up. We'll have another face-off. It's some pushing and shoving in front of the net. And Line A and Brady Tkachuk, they've been yapping all night. So Line A getting back in the action here. Brady and Matthew out there. Unbelievable. And that deflected off a skate too. Good job by Saros for tracking it. Again, it's a little cheeky, but I'm curious, guys. Do the Americans score on their next power play if they get another power play? Ranson could have absolutely killed McAvoy if he wanted to. He's lucky he was going for the puck. 4 minutes and 31 seconds. Yeah, some other players would have done other players not named Ranson, not named Superstar, going for the puck and trying to tie this up. Little third line, fourth liner mentality would have absolutely laid him the fuck out. And a pass to the slot, and unable to get that shot off was Team USA. And puck's going to trickle out. 2-on-1 here. Finland. Pass unable to get through. Great job by the American diving to break up that pass. But it was a 2-on-1 that was sprung there by Finland. And here come the Americans. Pass back to the center slot. Broken up, and Finland back with it. Up the right side. He's going to dump it in and finish his change. 3 minutes and 44 seconds. USA leading 17-13 in shots, but this game is tied, a 1-1. And this is going to be icing on the Americans. Oh, you know, that pass did get through. That pass got through. Aho made the pass, but it didn't hit the stick of Rupe Hintz. Was unable to corral it. Rupe Hintz was unable to corral it, but the pass actually got through. Wow, I thought it was broken up. Damn. All right, face off to the right of Connor Hellebuck. The Americans have won 21-18 in face-offs. So again, pretty close, pretty close. Oh, and Eichel bleeding. Did he get high sticks? His nose is bleeding. Interesting. 3 minutes and 38 seconds. Boldy taking the draw. Oh, and the Americans win it. Let's go. Puck coming up the right side. Fighting for it is Finland. Just trying to keep this in. Finland does keep it, or send it back into the American zone. This goes around the boards. Or up and out of play, I should say. Into the netting above the boards. And we're going to have another face-off in the American zone. Yeah, what cut Eichel there? Little cut on his nose. Frick, man, they need Brad Tate. They need Brad Tate up on the bench here. USA. And the Americans win the face-off. Around the net. Puck up the left side. Nice job entering the zone by the Americans. That was quick. USA has it. They send it around the boards. USA. Top of the circle, trying to get to the net. Faber. Shot back of the line. Score! Faber to Boldy. Tip by Boldy from Faber, and the Minnesota Wild players are buzzing in this tournament, ladies and gentlemen. They are buzzing in this tournament. Matt Boldy with a second point. That's 1 assist, 1 goal. And that was Faber sending that in. USA. The USA pound for pound worst hair in the tournament. What a tip by Matthew Boldy off Faber's shot there. Faber with an assist. Boldy with the beautiful tip. 2 points tonight. Minnesota Wild players buzzing in this Four Nations thus far. And literally final portion of that period too. 2 minutes and 53 seconds. I mean, I guess theoretically there's still some time here for Finland to tie it up, but still, that's huge momentum for the Americans. 2 minutes and 42 seconds. Bolds. This entire thing has been a Minnesota Wild showcase, right? Looks like my Rocket League redirects. Them Wild boys showing up. I'm telling you, man, if Ogren was on Sweden, he'd have a goal and an assist as well. Finland tried to spring their man at center. They've been trying to run that play a few times now. And we're going to have a whistle as Hughes came in offside. Yeah, dude, Eriksson Ek with the goal last night. Jonas Brodin with the goal last night. Philip Gustafsson playing out of his mind last night. Boldy with 2 points already and a goal and an assist here tonight. And Faber with an assist as well. All right, face off to the right of Hellebuck. 2 minutes on the clock in this second period. Finland won the draw. Right side, trying to spring someone on the back door, but no shot was there. Still behind the net. Finland sends it out, sends it back around the boards. Pinching. Here's Finland sending that around the near side as well. It's going back and forth around the boards, and U.S. trying to break things up, but Finland has it. Shot! That doesn't get on net. Still has it. Finland in the corner battling 2-on-1, but Finland ends up getting it back, and a shot at the top of the circle that doesn't get through. Finland, though, still with it. Nice job by the Americans checking, getting that puck back, battling for it at the wall now. Matthews gets it back to his defender. Neutral zone, losing it, but sending it in deep here is USA. Matthews to Hughes. Hughes unable to hold on to it, and here comes Finland, but nice job by the Americans getting that puck back in the neutral zone. They send it up the right side. Americans were looking to dump and chase, but picked off at the Finland blue line. Corner. Jokiharju. Mata now. Back to Jokiharju. Jokiharju at center. He sends it in as he wants to complete his change. Puck bounces all the way back to the Finland zone. Saros plays it up to Mata. 35 seconds remain in this period. Finland. Let's see if they can set up another rush. They tip this one in. Hellebuck. Playing it to Adam Fox. Adam Fox sends it up deep, and that's going to be icing. 22 seconds remain. And they gave SportsCenter free TV timeout here, did Adam Fox. Man, Kachuk or Brady in particular, an absolute wrecking ball out there. It's crazy because look at both of them were going for it. And Matthew's like, yeah, no, whatever. I'll give it to you, Brady. I'll give it to you. I mean, this must be cool for the guys to play together. 22 seconds on the clock. Another face-off to the right of Connor Hellebuck. The USA... Team USA wins the face-off, and they're going to cycle this puck into the Finn zone. Americans have it. They cycle it around the boards. Side of the circle shot. That hits the stick and goes up and out. One more face-off, I imagine. 5 seconds on the clock, and this is going to come to the left of UC Saros. Shots 20-13 for the Americans. John Tortorella. Oh, man, Tortorella and Sullivan on the bench again together. That is awesome. That is awesome. Sullivan was Tortorella's longtime assistant coach before he became Pittsburgh's head coach, and look at all the success he had there. When Torts made his small... Oh, and Matthews falling down. Do we have a penalty? Is this a tripping call on Finland in the late stages with only 2 seconds left? Damn, Finland going to have to start off this third period. Holding. 2 for holding, man. Wow. Oli Mata, 2 for holding on Austin Matthews. I mean, that looks more like tripping than holding to me. But anyways, the Americans are going to start off the third period on the power play, ladies and gentlemen. Hooking. Okay, I thought he said holding. I was like, that looks way more like tripping than it does friggin' holding. But hooking makes sense. And, man. Aiko keeps getting kicked out of the faceoff dot. Matthews wins this one, backhands that puck to the net, and that will do it for this second period. Man, what an exciting game. What an exciting game. Honestly, Finland played outstanding for most of that second period. Again, their defense has been nothing short of spectacular. The U.S. are making Finland not necessarily work like Finland's making the U.S. work for all that space, but the U.S. are making Finland pay every single time on the ice, finishing their checks, or not only the Tkachuk brothers, Brady in particular, who probably has half these fucking hits. 28 hits for the Americans, and no joke, I guarantee half of them are from Brady Tkachuk. But the Americans are playing very physical. Finland's playing very smart. Finland's takeaways and then breakouts have been awesome. Both of these teams have a lot of speed. Both the goaltenders have been playing very well. I mean, this is just a great hockey game. This is a great hockey game. I guess Finland has to be a little bit more disciplined, but neither of these teams are playing playing dirty. All the hits have been good. But I mean, this is definitely not good for the Finns to start off that third period down a man. That's going to be huge for the Americans, and talk about, momentum that Finland was able to gain in that second period, despite this being, still a tie game. They are the underdog coming into this one, and I felt like, they were building momentum and shot there at the end. Oli Mata, come on. Keep the comments coming, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to take your comments throughout this intermission, but I am going to take a quick break. I'm going to drain the main vein. I'm going to fill up my water bottle here. And I advise all you guys to refill your snack bowl, refill your drink, or crack another cold one here tonight. Get your comments in the live chat. It can be hockey related, it can be Four Nations related, NHL, or just sports related. We were talking UFC in the last break. How great has it been from a Minnesota Wild's perspective to see Eriksson Ek yesterday, Gustafsson, as well as Jonas Brodin play so well, and then tonight, Boldy with 2 points, as well as Brock Faber with a point and looking good too. We'll talk about all that and more. We'll tee up the third period. We'll tee up the weekend, what we got coming up on the channel, and more. All this on the other side. Vote in the poll question. Get some comments in the live chat, as we were totally interactive throughout this break, and we will be right back. 2 to 3 minute break, guys. Off to bed. Urban, have a great night. Have a great night. USA. USA. Yeah, we'll be back after this quick break, guys. Like I said, if I keep talking here, it's just gonna delay the process, delay the inevitable. Gotta drain the main vein, refill my water bottle. Back on the other side. Do not go anywhere. Get your comments in the live chat. Vote in the poll question, and we'll be right back to check on the poll question and interact with you guys during this second intermission. USA up 2-1 in this tight game, in this exciting game. Back to talk about it here in 2 minutes on the other side. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
People like, you're making a hef now? It's like last year, I'm like, yeah, that one's called the 11th hour. It's kind of just a cheeky play on that. We kind of release it later than most people towards the end of the summer. I wanted to kind of be in there in that cusp between summer and fall, and now with summers lasting longer and longer these days, and we're in September and it's 80s, it's still a viable option.
Central Division team that I love, the Nashville Predators, of course.
And we are back live here on the Sota Pod YouTube channel for another watch party coverage of the 2025 Four Nations Face-Off tournament here. And so far, this tournament has been awesome. It has been great. The Canada-Sweden game was fun yesterday, and this game has been physical. This game has been intense. The Americans scoring late. Finland taking a penalty in the final seconds as well. This has been awesome, guys. Thank you all for joining. We will go over everything that went on in the second period here in a moment. We did at the end of the second period and before the break there. But I want to take your guys' comments for a little bit here. Hoptics. Ish, have you ever been in a street fight? And will you tell us about it in detail? So I've talked about a couple of them on, well, I guess City Life, but I'll answer that question. I've been in a few, mostly just like schoolyard fight versus street fight. So more so like late elementary school, early high school like tussles. The worst one though, and I've broken my nose a lot because I used to do martial arts when I was a kid and like early high school, so I was in a lot of like fighting competitions. Not quite MMA, they were more kickboxing and just striking based stuff. But anyways, you asked street fight. So this is very Canadian, but some of our PE classes in high school, even in elementary school, we would just go to the ice rink across the street, or if it was part of the school, and you just skate for an hour. So like there'd be open ice and they have a deal with the school district or whatever, and you'd skate. Like that's how you learned how to skate as a kid, even if you didn't play hockey. That or ponds if you were north enough. But anyways, and yeah, this one kid who just, I don't know, we didn't like each other. We started pushing and shoving on the ice, and then it became like, I think there were two other guys. There's definitely one other guy involved, so it was like 2 or 3 against 1. And I went to throw a punch, and I kind of missed or slipped because we were on the ice. So I overextended, and he grabbed my head and went boom on the ice and shattered my nose. Absolutely shattered my nose. So this is one of the street fights where I lost. So I had to go to the hospital. I had to wear this friggin' headgear bullshit. And my mom was mad that I was fighting in school. So as punishment, she made me go back for last period. And I was all embarrassed in class with this stupid freaking headgear holding my nose together. One that I won was, I believe it was like a snow day. And like a big group of people, not even just like my friends, but like a whole group of like my friends and their friends and just like a bunch of different friend groups were sledding. And this one dick kept grabbing everyone's ankles at the top of like the hill. And I was just having a bad day, and I like didn't like this guy anyways. I knew him, I didn't like him. I was trying to avoid him, and I just like made it very clear, like, just don't, like, you can mess with some of these other guys, like, don't mess with me here today. And I just raged. Took him down, got on top of him, and just people just ground and pound, baby. Ground and pound. Full mount ground and pound. And yeah, a couple guys had to, you know, pull me off. But once I got older, I tried to avoid street fights because you never know who has a weapon. You never know if like you're gonna hurt someone badly or if they're gonna hurt you badly, especially if it's like on concrete. And I had a friend who was very, very talented in martial arts. And he loved to fight. And he loved to fight more not in a controlled setting. Bless his soul now. Father, sweetheart. And he was always kind of a sweetheart, but like, and does jujitsu and can kind of compete there now, which is good. But I drove more of the guys that he beat up to the hospital than I ever got in street fights when I was in college. Let's just say that. The Wild players were involved in 28% of the scoring last night and 66% of the goals tonight. Yeah, and it was the wrong move. Like Ralphie in Christmas Story. That has to be better than any other team. Dude, it has to be. It has to be, and I believe it is. It has to be, and I believe it is. So there you go. I hope I answered your question in 2 parts. There's one street fight that I won when I was younger, and one that I lost. But like I said, I mostly drove the unfortunate losers of the street fights against my buddy to the hospital. 3 times. 2 or 3 times. One was really bad. And I remember I warned the guy. I was like, dude, you do not want to do this. Poor guy. Poor guy. Freaking Burger King parking lot too. All we wanted to do was get some snacks after watching hockey at the pub. Anyways, third period coming up here, guys, and Finland will be down a man to start the third period as they took a late penalty. The Americans 20 shots on goal, only 13 for the Finns. At one point they got it close, so the Americans had a late surge. 58% in the faceoffs for the Americans, again late there. Finns got it close. I think they got up to like 48% at one point in the second period. And yeah, the Americans 0-for-3 on the power play. So far, this is their third power play. Let's see if they will capitalize on this one. 0-for-1 for the Finns. That came back in the first period. 28 hits for the Americans. I swear half of those are from Brady Tkachuk alone. Speaking of Brady Tkachuk, he does have a goal here today. Brady Tkachuk scoring the first goal for the Americans, assisted by Matt Boldy and Zach Werenski. Matt Boldy scoring the second goal, what feels like just moments ago, assisted by Brock Faber and Kyle Connor. First goal of the game came by Finland, Henri Jokiharju, Mikael Granlund, and Olli Mata assisting on that one. Finland's blocked 11 shots, by the way. The Americans 7, so both them doing a good job crowding the lanes in that regard. And just a great physical game overall, man. That's my favorite question to ask people. Everyone seems to have a good story about fighting, and they are always good. Yeah, it was definitely when I was younger, like I would say kids / early teens. Then after that, I just, I was the one breaking it up. I will say, Hoptics, my friend got into a fight in high school there's an actor. He was in like the Twilight movie. He played a small role in Butterfly Effect. Anyways, and he was from my hometown, and he went to my same high school, and him and my friend were beefing. And no joke, this was like a scene out of a movie, funny enough, for an actor. They like had the time set and everything. And when that time hit, dude, no joke, like 100 kids just left their class, told the teachers, like, "Frig off there, Leahy. I'm gonna go watch a fight." And it was like a sea of students left the school into the courtyard and surrounded these guys. And they just threw down for like a little bit. And we don't have the footage anymore because it was on like old flip phone in friggin' 2006 or 7, right? Maybe even earlier. But my buddy fought a movie star who literally went and filmed some movie after, or they had to delay it a week because he had a shiner, which I thought was hilarious. I remember one guy was like pushing teachers out of the way. He's like, "Get out of here. This is going to happen. So that was pretty crazy. But my high school was in the hood, man. So good old hood, 100 kids leaving the class to watch a fight. This game is making me excited for Finland versus Sweden. Dude, that'll be a fun one as well. Because I will say, Sweden wasn't as physical as Canada in the first game, but the Americans and the Canadians, definitely the two most physical teams, but like Finland's up there as well. So we'll see if Sweden can match that against Finland. And Matt Boldy with the 2 points. Let's go. All right, so the Americans are back on the power play, and I ask you guys, do the Americans score a power play goal? Vote in the poll question. 63% of you say yes. 37% of you say no. Dude, Kevin BX on the Sportsnet broadcast is awesome. All right, final time, or I was gonna say TV time, but final commercial break, and then we'll get back to it. Oh, dude, my buddy Joe just texted me. He said, "Because I know you're watching, that whole shift by Boldy was awesome. He looks good." I'm telling him, all the Wild players so far in the tournament have looked good. All right. Get your comments in the live chat, guys. We're totally interactive. If you're watching on Facebook or X/Twitter, come over to YouTube. Join our live chat here. It's buzzing. It's easier to chat in the YouTube chat. I did locker boxing growing up playing hockey and did a couple slap fights that got serious but never punched someone as hard as I could with a closed fist. When I was younger, I was too scared. So I did fighting competitions, so obviously like I had gloves on, but I definitely threw as hard as I could. But that's pretty cool. I did do some boxing with friends. We more so just did wrestling because like, I don't know, we were friends. We didn't want to hurt each other. But it was when we had like friend of friends, right? Like acquaintances, two groups like partying together or something. That's when those, you know, fun drunken boxing matches sometimes got out of hand a little bit. Never did the slap stuff though. We did like when Jackass was big. And like right when like this was even before camera phones, when everyone had just like cameras, but you know, not DSLRs obviously, but like, you know, cameras with video. I remember some stupid shit we did when we were younger. We just put like Jackass stuff in a hat, and we'd all have like, there'd be one for everybody, and you'd take one and have, and you know, and that would occur, whatever it was, right? And then what was a particular bad one? And this just reminds me of the slap was hands tied, feet tied, blindfolded. I think it was 1 minute or 30 seconds. You just had to take whatever came your way. And I remember I was lucky enough to get that one. And and I watched the video after, and someone just freaking power slapped me right in the face in that one. But there were some crazy ones. Oh, the days of being a stupid kid in high school. These days, we probably could have blown up on YouTube. Back then, you had to play Cliffs of Dover to blow up on YouTube. For those who know, you know. I got my guitar pedals hiding under Kenny versus Spenny. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I Google plotted a friend of a friend in my buddy's backyard. Nice. Okay, you know what's crazy is I was pretty good at wrestling. Like, I was just strong, and I had like a little bit of fighting experience, right? So like, there was a few submissions that I could just do in high school. But then like my one super nerdy, and unassuming friend, no idea he was a black belt in jiu-jitsu or brown belt or something. Like it was up there for an 18-year-old. It wasn't a black belt. That was silly, but it was maybe brown or right under. But anyways, and dude, he kicked my ass in like literally 12 seconds and scored the Americans! First shift! First opportunity, and Matthew Tkachuk makes this a 3-1 game. Jackass is possibly the greatest thing to ever happen in entertainment history. I've seen some of the most stoic people that would never laugh at Jackass. Nice little drop pass back to the blue line, cross ice, shot. Oh man, that went right over the glove of UC Soros. Dude, even like my pretty... Yeah, like even one of my aunts watched Jackass. Jackass 2.5, I know it's a deep cut, is my favorite one out of them all. But yes, the first one is legendary. I agree with everything you said there, Hoptics. 1942. Amazing goal by Matthew Tkachuk on the power play. And another shot scored by the Americans. The floodgates have opened. The floodgates have opened. Left side. And Jake Gensel scores a clean one. 4-1 USA. And, well, I might have to change up the poll question here because the Americans did score on the power play. The floodgates are opened. Oh, is that 5-hole right under the right arm? Let's see. Oh, that was... God damn, that was beautiful.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
Oh, that was beautiful. Right between the legs. Wow, and just like that, 30 seconds in to this third period, the Americans scored 2 goals. There was not one... Well, I guess there was only 1 goal that was scored in the second period. But both these teams, it was like a hard freaking fought effort to get it. And now Finland down 3 against Team USA. Wow, indeed. Oh, wow, indeed. All right, I got to update this ticker on the bottom of the screen. 4-1 USA. Oh, and everyone goes crashing into the corner there. Kachuk, a Finn player, into the ref. The ref might be a little sore tomorrow. Wow. What a sequence. I mean, anything can happen in this sport. We saw it there. And Wes McCauley gets hit in this one. His legs get taken out by Kachuk. I recently watched the Tom Green documentary, and it's crazy how many people he inspired, from Jackass to Joe Rogan, starting a podcast. Absolute legend. And Kenny versus Spenny, I would argue as well. And Trailer Park Boys in Canada. Well, I know he worked with Kenny Hotz for a little bit. 1855. Up the right side for Finland. They dumped this in. And that's just a punch to the gut for Finland. They were looking so good in that second period, but unable to score. And a shot from the blue line by Finland that bounces, and a nice save by Hellebuck. 18-39. Beautiful, beautiful goal there by Jake Gensel. "23 shots for the Americans." Face off to the left of Hellebuck. Finland has the blue line. They send it around. Left side corner. Tried to get to center and unable to do so. Here comes USA. They dump it in. Boldy in deep, fighting for it in the corner. Puck bounces up the wall. Finland can't hold on to it. Here comes Brock Nelson sending it to the blue line. Shot. That doesn't get through. Finland trying to clear it. USA has it back to the blue line. That doesn't get to the blue line. That goes length of the ice. And Finland going to change? 1802. Yeah, Kenny Verspenny is my favorite, I think, comedy of all time. I've met Kenny Hotz and Spencer Rice, too. I posted a vlog about going to one of their live shows and meeting them, but then Kenny Hotz being Kenny Hotz. Followed me, subscribed to the channel, and then freaking copyright me to take down the video. It's a long story. 1737. Coming in is USA, but nice defense by Finland. Good defensive play. The Americans still holding on to it. Red-green was awesome, too. Red-green was awesome, too, but I do think it was a little bit overrated. Oh, nice move there by Finland, but Werenski with a good defense as well. I enjoyed Tom Green. I do think it was a little overrated. I think Reboot is one of Canada's most underrated shows. One of those kids shows that, like, adults would like because there was a lot of pop culture references and, like, you know, adult jokes as well. Nice backhand goal! Brady Tkachuk with the nasty backhand. The floodgates are open. That is 5-1 USA. I do believe Red Green was filmed in Canada. Oh, man. Prime Drew Barrymore, not half bad. Kenny Verspenny was amazing. I don't know when they originally aired in the U.S. They started airing in the U.S. on season 3, I think, 3 or 4. Season 4, when, because Matt and Trey were producers for season 4. I know it was like on PBS when I was younger. Oh, okay. I thought it was only on Comedy Central in the States, but that's cool. It was on PBS. So it was on CBC for a bit in Canada for the first season, and then the rest of it was on Showcase, which is what Trailer Park Boys was on. Hey, what's up, RJ? 5-1 for the Americans, man. It was such a tight game. Up until the floodgates opened at the start of this third period. How's it going, RJ? 16-27. These Tkachuk brothers are a problem. Dude. Imagine Tkachuk's and all the Hughes brothers potentially on the Olympic team. Jack Eichel, Matthews. Man, I like, this is but a taste of what we'll see in the Olympics, guys. Year and a half away, right? Yeah, year and a half away. Oh, so they waited till I got into bed to dominate. Yep. Canada Shea Theodore is out with an upper body injury. It looks like wrist or like forearm, eh, RJ? 16:09 on the clock. Finland has it in the American zone. Puck trickles around the net. Nice job by Brock Nelson. But Finland still has it. Shot, and whistle's going to be called here as Aho and Fox got tangled up in front of the net, and Aho falls into the net. Broken wrist. Damn. That's a tough one to recover from. A little takedown there by Adam Fox. Oh, and they're each going to get offsetting. Okay, so we got some 4-on-4. Okay. Ice opens up here a little bit. Wait. Finland's getting the power. No, okay. I was going to say, what is going on, Sportsnet? Calm down. I'm starting to favor the U.S. winning the tournament with this performance. Definitely. I mean, them and Canada are the favorites. And Canada's Jordan Binnington, so what the fuck? Sweden did look pretty damn good, I will say. Like, for the first 10 minutes of the first period, no, but the rest of the game, they looked really good, so. It's tough to count them out. Saturday versus USA versus Canada, be here. That game's going to be awesome. 15:33. Here comes Finland. Tried to split the defense and unable to do so. Oh, and a power play for Finland here. They're going to call that a tripping call? Yeah, tripping call. We're going to have 4-on-3. Finland's going to go on the power play for the second time in this game. Oh, yeah, the stick got under the skate. They were unsuccessful in the first period. Let's see if they can find some success here late and get some momentum back. And it's not like they've been flat-footed in this period by any means. They've still been playing a pretty good game. It's just the Americans, man. A flurry of goals. And a nice face-off win by Barkov. Barkov with it. Back to the top of the circle. Back to Barkov. Blue line. Backhand. Top of the circle, other side. Right side. Left side shot. One-timer. In front of the net. Trying to retrieve it. And JT Miller gets it. And JT Miller dumping it back in. And he's going to change. Here come the Finns. They're onside. Finland setting up. Blue line. Right circle. Cross ice. Shot! Nice save by Hellebuck. 31 seconds remaining on the power play. Shot from the slot and a nice save by Hellebuck. Hellebuck dialed right now. 18 seconds. Looking for that tip in front of the crease, and that goes wide. Line A pass broken up. And here comes the Americans. One-on-one. Sharp angle shot, but that doesn't get through. 13:53. And here comes Finland. Again, trying to split the defense, but unable to do so. Again, big shout to Wild Spartan, gifting 10 memberships on this stream. Appreciate you, man. And this puck's going to go the length of the ice. Nice clear by the Americans. 13:27. And nice clear by the Americans again at the end here. Almost tried to spring whoever was coming out of the box there. Fox. 13:10. Hannafin coming up that left side. Hughes with it. Hughes looking for that backdoor pass. Unable to get it through, but the Americans still have a Hughes shot in front of the net. No rebound. Puck battle won by Finland. And here we go. Here we go. Partial break. Holla. Shot. Holla. And a nice glove save by Hellebuck. And we're going to go for a commercial break. 5-1 for the Americans right now, guys. 5-1 for the Americans. 2 quick ones in 30 seconds. And the goals just kept on rolling. 27 shots for the Americans. Only 18 for the Finns. The Americans finally score on the power play. 30 hits. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, this Finland team is proven to be tough to play against, but off night for Saros yet again. I mean, freaking off season for Saros, but that's not just him. That whole Nashville squad, bro. Like, what the hell is going on there? But and how about them Wild players? Last night again, unbelievable goal from Jonas Brodin. Beautiful goal by Jonas Brodin. Great performance by Eriksson Ek as well. And Philip Gustafsson should have gotten a star last night. Crosby should have gotten the first star. 3 assists. And I think just, you know, he was the... Other than Gustafsson, I think he was the best player on the ice. Nathan McKinnon should have got one. I don't care if he didn't... Yeah, Nathan McKinnon should have got one. I don't care if it wasn't the game-winning goal. And then Gustafsson. I don't care what order. Maybe Crosby the first star and then Gustafsson 2 and 3 McKinnon. But regardless. And then here tonight, this game, Matt Boldy with an assist and a goal. Brock Faber with an assist as well. Hey, what's up? Don't be horrible. Great to see you. I just got home and it goes from 2-1 to 5-1 within minutes. Literally within minutes. We had 2 goals in 30 seconds. Good to see you. Don't be horrible. Did you watch the game yesterday? We were live for that one as well. It was a nail biter, but Canada got it done. Is it fair to say the USA is the second best team in this tournament? I would say that the US is probably they might be the best team in this tournament. I think Canada offensively still beats them depth-wise. I mean, even defensively. But Canada's goaltending is not good. And that's scary. And US has freaking Hellebuck. So I would say that it's fair to say that the US and Canada are neck and neck right now, and Sweden gave Canada a run for their money. I would say Sweden, USA, and Canada are all there. Finland maybe just a step behind just by playing good hockey. Hey, no worries, dude. No worries. You going to watch the Canada-USA game on Saturday? That'll be a good one. 12:33 on the clock. Great to see Don't Be Horrible. OG subscriber to the Sota Pod. OG THPN supporter. Shout out to our friend Don't Be Horrible. Quentin Hughes not playing in this tournament. Don't be horrible, by the way. Imagine if he was on the Americans team as well. And Finland dumps this one in. Definitely. 12:04. Finland trying to get one shot off here as they're fighting for possession. USA comes back with it. Nice pass to center. And they're skating it through the neutral zone. They'll dump it in now. Saros plays it up the left side. Here comes Finland through the neutral zone with some speed up the left side. Finland, nobody there. Stops. Tries to go cross ice, but that pass not hard enough. I'm a dual citizen. But yes, always cheer for Canada first. 11:24. The Americans have made me money 2 years in a row in the World Juniors, so I'm happy for that. But it's like blood money. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. 11:11 on the clock. Here comes the Americans. You have so many viewers on Saturday if you stream. Well, we're going to do the championship game too. I might not be here streaming because I'm covering UFC on City Life, but we're hoping to get somebody to cover it. Getzel comes up the left side. He's checked, but drops that puck back, and that goes around the boards. Finland played it up the boards, but they lose it, and USA with a short opportunity. Good defense by Finland. They're able to get that puck back. Finland on the left side. Slowing things down back to the defense. Nice forecheck and pressure by the Americans. Back around the Finland net. Shot by Werenski on the blue line. That doesn't hit the net. That goes just wide. Still pressure by the Americans, but here comes Finland. Dumping it, chasing it. Hola! Keeps his puck in deep. The fighting isn't my thing, but I'm so happy so many viewers you keep getting. Hey, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah, the City Life project has been growing like crazy. We're only 200 subs away from 15,000 subscribers. And shout out to everyone who's been subscribing to SodaPod. We hit 2,000 just 2 weeks ago. Bouncing puck! Oh my goodness. Bouncing puck, ladies and gentlemen. Bouncing puck, and Hellebuck forced to make a save. It looks like McAvoy's in some discomfort. There's a little brouhaha here as boys getting into a ref having to separate them. Brady Tkachuk, of course, in the center of it, and we might have a penalty. Barkov is going right to the ref, wondering what's going on. Roughing call? Roughing call on Armia. Damn. So the Americans are going to go back on the power play. All right, we need a new poll question, guys. We need a new poll question. The USA going back on the power play. Guys, we're 3 likes away from 20. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do so. All right, new poll question. Is this tournament... Whoops. Is this tournament the Americans to lose? Yes? No? Meaning, are they the favorites? Vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. 3 likes away from our like goal of 20, guys. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Americans going back on the power play. 1 for 3 so far on the power play for the Americans. Again, appreciate you guys for joining. If you're watching on Facebook or Twitter/X, come over to YouTube, join our live chat here, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Really appreciate you guys helping us grow this season. And we're going to continue to provide you guys with content 5 days a week, by the way. Every weekday, we have a new podcast that comes out on our podcast feed and our YouTube channel. Clips every single day. Up to, like 2 to 3 clips every single day on the YouTube channel. Full podcast episodes, live streams, watch parties like this, beer reviews, and other beer-based content as well. Big Beer Week, Lupulin coming up. That'll be fun. We just brewed another beer with Lupulin. The Tourney Flow is coming back, ladies and gentlemen. So more on that soon. So anyway, subscribe if you haven't already, and big shout out to everyone who has been supporting this channel and supporting the SodaPod throughout the years. 5 years now. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? But the YouTube channel's only really been up for like 2. And last year we didn't really do anything with it. You can shout to Waggle Golf as well. This is the good luck charm here tonight with the Miracle line. They might have some stuff still available. Check out their website, getyourwaggleon.com, and use promo code SP SOTAPOD, SP10 to get 10% off your order. Again, getyourwaggleon.com. All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back and forth, top of the circle. Crease here for the Americans. Short pass looking for the tip. That wasn't able to get through. 1 minute 39 seconds remain on the power play. Shot by Gensel, and good save by Saros. And Gensel was right in front of that one in the slot. Will the Americans go 2 for 4 on their power play here tonight, guys? Let me know. We got 1 minute and 36 seconds still to find out. 9:38 and a nice clear by Finland. That goes the length of the ice. Hellebuck leaves it for his teammate. And here comes Austin Matthews. Back to the blue line. Werenski to Matthews. Matthews right side. Back to Werenski. Werenski back to the top of the circle. Eichel back to Werenski. Werenski shot. Rebound. Score! Matthew Tkachuk with his second of the night. And that is 2 for 4 on the power play for the Americans. Just a subtle smile for Keith there. Just a subtle smile for big ol' Walt. Woo-wee. Oh, a nice tip down for Tkachuk. Gets his own rebound. And good night, Jim Kite. Matty Tkachuk gets his own rebound. Saros with the initial save as he tips that down, and whoo-wee! 6-1 for the Americans. USA up the left side. And we still got half a period of hockey remaining. Finland has given up. Well, I don't think so. I mean, that was a power play goal. They might show the lack of heart and drive that we've seen throughout this entire game now, though, I reckon. 8:24. Here come the Americans again. Battling in the corner in the Finland zone. Finland has it. Finland up the right side through the neutral zone. And the Americans regain possession. Here come the Americans. Left side. Trying to tip it up through the neutral zone, but the Finns get it back, or at least break things up. Brock Faber sends it up the wall. 7:42. Team USA. Little poke check there, and that puck's going to go up and out of play. Hines line juggling with this roster is kind of scary. Don't worry, he hasn't been doing it with the Wild. This is their first game, so you kind of have to line juggle a little bit to find like specks of chemistry. Kilrose, Mary, Joanna, fuck Shevchenko. That one's easy. 7:37 on the clock. .33. Puck back in the Finn zone. Yeah, yesterday's game was a nail biter. This one was up until, honestly, the start of the third period. Despite the Americans only being up 1 goal going into the third period, like, it was still such a competitive game. Now, not so much. I mean, I shouldn't say it's not competitive. It's just over at this point. You know, like 7 minutes, it's not going to happen. I've seen crazy things in this sport. This ain't going to happen, right? This ain't going to happen. I'm surprised they ain't giving the other goaltender some reps, to be honest. Final 7 minutes. Same question. Jim Carrey, John Candy, Norm MacDonald. Ooh. Sorry, Candy. You're the one going down. Jim Carrey, the one night stand. Norm MacDonald walking the altar. Dude, Norm MacDonald's fucking awesome. Did you ever see that Mike Tyson animated comedy show where Norm MacDonald played the voice of like his fucking pigeon friend? It's actually hilarious. They're only 15-minute episodes on Netflix. It's like Mike Tyson Mystery Adventures or some shit. It's fucking hilarious. And Norm Macdonald, rest in peace, played the voice of his friend Pigeon. And a face-off win by the Americans, and they send this around the boards. 6:38. Good job by the Americans keeping this puck in the finish zone. I haven't, but I did see Tyson go to Norm's talk show. He tried to get him to say the N-word. It was so funny. I recommend, especially if you engage in the hippie lettuce, I highly recommend getting uplifted and watching that show. It might be brain rot. It might be just one of those underrated cartoons that, you know, that is somewhat gatekeeping, I guess. But I think it's hilarious. But you only can take like 3 to 4 episodes in a row before you're like, okay, I've had enough of this Mike Tyson ass shit. But it is good. Norm Macdonald steals the show. 5:51. Finland with a shot. Glove save by Hellebuck. Puck bouncing around the corner. Finland keeps it in. Try to find someone at center, but a nice job by the Americans getting this back. They lose it, though. Finland shot. That goes high and wide right side in the corner. The Americans send it up the boards. Finland desperately trying to keep this in, but they can't. And the Americans push it up into the neutral zone, and this puck goes back back down the ice. 5:20. Mikko Rantanen sends this puck in. Hellebuck forced to play this, and pinching here is Finland to try to keep this puck in the zone. And at this point, it's pride. Get one more goal. At this point, you're playing for pride. Get that one more goal. Just keep your confidence up before the next game. Werenski tried to find Nelson coming up the center, but that was a little too far for him. Finland gets it. Nice pass by Finland. Centering pass by Finland. Finland left side. Finland, top of the circle, losing it. Slot shot. That goes left and wide. Not sure if Hellebuck got anything on that. 4 minutes and 39 seconds. Cross ice for Barkov. He wasn't able to get anything on it either. And Team USA trying to get this out, but Finland keeps the puck in. Those pesky Finns, man. Just until the end, they're going to keep coming. They may not be scoring, but they're going to keep pushing. Both teams getting a change. Finland slowing things down, looking for a rush. .58 shot attempts for the USA, 43 for Finland. There haven't been that many wacky stats here tonight for the Sportsnet feed. I'll give them that. Last night there was some funny and wacky stats. .347. Finland enters the zone, but losing it. Trying to make a pass to the right side. Granlund back to his defenseman. A little risky move there, but I guess at this point it doesn't really matter. Holla! Chases after it. Left side, backhands it into the corner. Holla unable to get it, and the Americans have it. They send it back into the neutral zone and just straight up ice it, actually. Interesting. 3:14 remain. The Americans up 5 on Finland. That is right. 6-1 game. Faber never has his head down ever. Ever, dude. He's always mapping that shit out. He's always keeping an eye out on what's going on. 3 minutes and 14 seconds on the clock. Face off to the right of Connor Hellebuck. Matthews 10 for 16 on the faceoff. Nice. Holla won this one, though. Nice job by Matthews behind the net, actually breaking up play, fighting for it in the corner right now. The Americans get it. They send it up the ice, but can't get it out of the zone. 2:53 remaining. Two minutes and 46 seconds. Teravainen tried to find someone in the slot. Nobody there. 32 shots for the United States, 19 for Finland. Never was a huge fan of Haula. He was good for his draft position, but I can't believe he made the Finnish roster for 4 nations. It's just a little deep, or it's just a little thin. It's just a little thin. 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Kachuk entering the zone. Took 2 guys to break him away from the puck. Here comes Line up the right side. Line looking for someone at center. Nobody there. Broken up by the Americans. Here comes Matt Boldy. Matt Boldy to Brady Kachuk. And Boldy comes in offside. 1 minute and 46 seconds on the clock. It looks like they're just going to keep this line out here. And I like this line, man. I like this line. I know Hines has been shuffling them up. Boldy, Miller, Kachuk, man. What a line. What a line. And we've seen a lot of that here tonight. Finns win the faceoff. Left side. They're battling for it in the corner. They're able to keep possession. Sending it back in deep. Battling for it to the left of Hellebuck. Finns still have it. To the blue line. Pass instead of shot from the blue line. Wonder if the Finns can hold position here. If they'll... I mean, it's not even worth, I guess, pulling the netminder at this point. I'm just thinking just for some momentum. But a great job by the Americans. Up the left side for Faber. The Americans were able to break a play for a moment there for the Finns, but they're just able to keep that blue line in a shot. Good opportunity there for the Finns, but even better for Hellebuck. The Americans are able to send this the length of the ice. We are going to have icing? No, the Americans... Okay, yeah, we are going to have icing. But shit, man. Looked like he won the race. God, what a game here for the Kachuk brothers, man. Hitting everything in sight, man. Hitting everything in sight. Both them scoring some nice goals. 2 for Matthew. Shoosh. Unbelievable, unbelievable. 2 for Brady as well, I should say. We'll go over the entire box score here. If we get one more timeout, or TV timeout, which I don't imagine we will, and at the end of the game. And or at the end of the game. 59 seconds on the clock. Puck bounces up in front of the benches here. Neutral zone into the Finn zone. Final minute. Do the Finns have 1 goal left in them? Shot by Lundell. Nice save by Hellebuck. Rebound. That goes right and wide. 40 seconds. Fighting for it in the corner. Finland tried to send it back to the blue line, but unsuccessful, and the Americans dump this in. 20 seconds. Granlund has it for Finland. 14 seconds. Checked by the Americans. 10 seconds, and that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to do it. USA takes this one 6-1, and it really was a third period victory for the United States. Close first period, close second period. In the third period, the floodgates opened, and the Kachuk brothers went to motherfucking town, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so opening up the scoring was Finland. Henri Jokiharju, assist by Mikael Granlund and Olli Mata. Then Brady Kachuk, assisted by Boldy and Renski. Matt Boldy, assisted by Faber and Connor. Matthew Kachuk on the power play, assisted by Renski and Gensel. Jake Gensel then scores, assisted by Matthews and Hughes. Brady Kachuk scores a beautiful, beautiful goal, assisted by Eichel and Matthew Kachuk. And Matthew Kachuk with 3 points, 2 goals, assisted by Renski and Jack Eichel. I mean, what a game for Team USA. 32 shots for the Americans. They win 58% of the faceoffs. They went 2 for 4 on the power play. 32 hits. And again, half of those came from friggin' Brady Kachuk himself. Incredible performance. Incredible performance. Absolutely love it. Guys, that was awesome. What a game. This tournament has been so much fun. So they have it off tomorrow. No games tomorrow. Back Saturday with 2 games. Finland, Sweden, USA, Canada. I will try to cover one of those 2 games. And we will definitely try to have someone covering USA, Canada if I'm going to be busy with UFC. But a big shout out to everybody in the live chat. And again, a special shout out to Wild Spartan for 10 gifted memberships. Hey, George LaRock there. What an absolute beauty and legend. Shout out to the legend Wild Spartan for gifting 10 memberships here tonight. Really appreciate it. Members have early access right now to Fellowship of the Rink interviews. Yeah, Matthew Tkachuk winning player of the game. Not surprised, motherfucker. Winning a box of sneakers by the looks of it. Anyways, I gotta run, ladies and gentlemen. I still got some work to do before tomorrow. We got some fights to cover tomorrow. We got some videos dropping on this channel tomorrow. And I mean, it's a work day for most of us normal ass folks. So anyways, great win for the Americans. Let's go again. GetYourWagalon.com. Go check out if they still have some of these Miracle Line hats and or shirts available. SP10, 10% off your order. Big shout out to our friends at 9 Mile Brewing. Appreciate you guys as well. I think I got a 7th Avenue pizza in my freezer. Big shout out to 7th Avenue Pizza too for supporting us and the channel. Back on the weekend. Back for more Four Nations coverage very, very soon. More videos dropping on the channel, like we said, tomorrow. I'll be live on City Life tomorrow as well. So there may not be any Four Nations games. There may not be any streams on this channel tomorrow, but I will be live on the City Life project. Go check that out. Subscribe to my second channel. Thank you guys so much for voting in the poll question. Thank you guys so much for chiming in here tonight. Smash that like button and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Peace. I am out of here.